What's happening? You already know who it is, man. I ain't even gotta say that shit no more, man.
Yo, King Marco in the building. What's going on? Well, guys, another dark day for AMC. What do you do? We are down.
I done know. I done know.
We are down
Done
again,
know.
guys. Down to 37 bucks. 37 bucks. About to be 36. What do we do, guys? How long are we gonna hold?
You blood clot fucked up, man. Y'all done fucked up, man.
What do we do?
I told him today, man, this motherfucker gonna be $17 by September.
$17?
17.
17. Why don't we make it 13 by September?
That's how you. That's how you feel.
Let's make it 13 by September. Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Let's make it 13. Okay, because at this point, guys, 70% of all shares being bought on AMC is in the dark pool. 70%.
Who said that?
Oh, it's out there. It's out there. They don't want. They
That's
don't want
crazy.
to. They don't want to believe me. Go look it up and say that I'm wrong. But from what I'm hearing, 70% of all shares of AMC stock has been bought in the dark pool. Wow. And now it's down to 36 bucks. It was 44 2 days ago, and I told y'all. Hey, that was a pump fake. 90 million in volume today. 90 million in volume today, guys. Okay? Does it look like a gamma squeeze to you? Huh?
It looked like an ape squeeze to me.
Ape squeeze, huh?
Yeah. That's the only thing that can explain this to me.
Well, let's see. 36.56 after hours. Sounds like to me we're gonna be at 34 tomorrow.
So we about to be creeping into them lower 30s again, huh?
Yeah, we're going down to the lower 30s now. 36 bucks is what we're looking at right now. And I know these motherfuckers was out there being real scared. Scared when the Fidelity accounts couldn't open up today. Y'all don't want to talk about that, huh? Y'all want to talk about that? You motherfuckers in your stock account couldn't get in your shit. Vanguard, you couldn't get in Vanguard or nothing. Okay? Vanguard's shit was shut down. Everybody was shut down. Imagine that, motherfucker. You can't get in that bitch and that bitch is tumbling. Please tell me what the fuck are you gonna do?
It's a lot going on right now, man. Shit seem a little fishy. Like they just trying to pull a little shit to let y'all know this ain't about to be easy for y'all. No way, no how. But the fucked up thing, it's not gonna even get hot. They're not gonna even get put in this squeeze situation to even figure out what that's about anyway.
What you mean?
They thinking that the squeeze ain't never gonna happen. So it ain't like it's gonna be running up and you can't sell your shares and nothing. It ain't gonna never happen.
What about if it goes down and it's tumbling?
What you mean? They better get out then, I would guess.
What if you can't get in your account?
I don't think they gonna pull that on them.
What the fuck you talking about? Shit. You crazy if you think them greedy motherfuckers ain't willing to do that. That today was a motherfucking taste tester.
So that bitch.
Okay? That bitch was seriously, man. That shit was a taste tester today, buddy. I'm gonna tell you.
So what you telling me right now? They gonna do it then. They gonna pull that on them. They gonna be able to get their fucking accounts.
Hey, today, like I said, today was a motherfucking taste tester.
So that bitch gonna be tanking. They gonna be ready to sell. And they can't even get in there to do it.
They can't get in their motherfucking account.
Nah.
Okay.
It's gonna be enough that it's taking anyway. So that they already winning. What the fuck they give a fuck about the other shit for?
I told you, this is all about psychological war, nigga. They trying to do any and everything to these people, man. They trying to do any and everything to these people. They trying to fuck them up mentally.
So what you telling me they gonna make them pay for trying to break them?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Left them alone, Apes.
I can see that happening. And I'm going to continue to say this. If y'all going to fight this war, y'all going to need more money. Okay? You know, I read an article about Michael Burry, the Big Short guy, and I know all you apes out there, y'all done seen the Big Short. And, you know, I didn't see this. It was a month ago where he said that all meme stocks are going to crash. As new money dries up. He said it himself that you guys need more money. This ain't me talking, this is him talking. Okay? This guy's a billionaire. Okay? And he's saying y'all need more money. I don't know. What's going on here?
He said, I do not know when the meme stocks such as this will crash, but we probably do not have to wait too long. As I believe the retail crowd is fully
invested.
It's fully invested in the thing. And Wall Street has jumped on the coattails. We're running out of new money available to jump on the bandwagon. He had it. Oh.
Come on now.
Oh, way.
Come on now. What's going on here? You got a billionaire saying y'all need more money.
And this is a seasoned investor here. Telling you basically the same shit we telling y'all. But we don't know shit.
But we don't know nothing. Interesting.
So this man basically telling y'all gonna need some more adder.
And we ain't do no technical analysis, no charts, no none of that shit. We told y'all that before all this shit was going down. We said that shit before he said it personally. Because we said that shit damn near 6 weeks ago almost.
Yeah.
Okay? So we said that shit before he did.
And he basically saying time's up real soon with this shit.
Yeah.
Now he may be off a little bit on the time, but the whole fact that y'all ain't got shit coming, that's a definite.
And I don't hear too many people talking greasy these days about their accounts and about them being in AMC's much. I don't see the energy. The energy is a little low right now. Okay, and I'm starting to wonder if the apes are thinking about pulling the trigger. What do you think? You think they willing to pull the trigger right now?
What do you think?
Are they gonna pull?
What you think they ready to sell?
Yeah. Because I looked on Twitter, on Matt Core's Twitter, believe it or not. I read a lot of comments on Matt Core's Twitter about AMC today, and it wasn't too cool, man. A lot of motherfuckers on there was like saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on this bitch."
On Matt Core's Twitter?
Yeah, on Matt Core's Twitter today. Yeah, I saw that today. I saw a lot of comments with motherfuckers was saying that, "Hey, I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on this bitch. This shit ain't cool."
But you know what they gonna say? Those are bots.
Oh, all of them bots?
You know
it was a lot. It was more than one. It was a lot. It was quite a few. Y'all can look that up yourself. Right there. That one right there.
This one.
The short 7 covered. The apes aren't moving. See you to the.
And how you speaking for everybody like that? Skipping the orange. Hey. See?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, man? You might as well go there and power that cash shit up right now, cuz.
That shit ain't happening for you, big dog. I'm sorry. Look at that. Look at that right there. Take that error off. I hope to see the end soon. Slowly, I'm tired.
That's why I'm telling you, I've been seeing the apes, man. They wearing down, bro. Them
Yep.
motherfuckers wearing down,
Them
cuz.
motherfuckers wearing down on
I
y'all
ain't gonna
asses.
hold you.
Okay? I'm telling
We
y'all.
know
I'm telling you.
we apes is holding on for dear life right now, bro. I'm serious, man. Yeah. I say this bitch go on to $17, they're gonna lose half the apes. Half the apes gone. Cause I can already see what it is. I see
Okay.
what's going on here. The apes is
Yeah.
frustrated, bro. You
Yep.
see, I'm gonna tell you what happened. When that bitch went up to $40-some, they thought that was takeoff, bro.
Yep.
And then this happened,
Yep.
they hurting, bro.
Hurt.
The apes is hurting right now, man. It ain't even fun no more, bro.
Nope.
It
This is
ain't
the
fun no
grind,
more
baby.
to me.
It's a grind. We told you it's gonna be a grind. They're
Yeah,
not about to. They're not about to let you, run off with the bag and fuck them up. We told you
it's
that.
over.
It's a wrap. I'm sorry, y'all gotta take y'all money and go. If you in at a good price and you still at profit, you better take that money and go while you can, because otherwise that shit about to go down, and it might go to a place you don't even think it'll go, and
And,
stay there.
and really, the apes is scared shitless. They not even engaging with me no more. You can tell this whole shit. These motherfuckers is worried.
Yeah,
They don't want to hear this shit.
yeah,
I'm telling you, my nigga.
yeah.
The
It
morale of the apes is at a low.
yep. Is that a low?
I can tell what I'm looking at right now. The
Trey
apes
Trey
there.
Trey needs a vacation for real. Like he said, he didn't want to be. He want to talk to nobody
Oh,
until
listen.
what? Till
Yeah,
Sunday or something. Is it?
we about to pull a tray on right now. Let's just say we're gonna put this good.
And I also wanted to, before we get into that, I want to give you my analysis on where Charles Payne, a friend of the apes, really stands. Okay, I want to give you guys my personal analysis of that after we talk about Trey. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you right now, Charles Payne is a
He
plant,
gonna
buddy.
jump ship.
Okay,
You
he's a
said what
plant.
about it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's go to Trey Trades first. Let's go to him first.
Oh, Gorilla Gang! What's poppin'? This is the new abode, baby. This is the new Airbnb that I'll be staying at until I get into my apartment, hopefully by the end of July here. But much nicer place than the crack shack I was staying at before. Holy Toledo. Titan's outside. He's chilling in the tree trying to freaking hunt a bird or something. I don't know what he's what he's up to, but
Pause
we'll
this.
walk back in here by the end of the video.
Now that motherfucker got 2 days to show me that paperwork. Now I want to address something else about that cat. That is a kitten cat. That is a small cat. You gonna let that cat outside the motherfucking door?
He
Okay.
said, Marco, you got
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh no, I got a phone call.
Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. He got that little cat out there in the yard where anything can come out there and snatch that cat. Really? You got that cat sitting out in the yard unattended. That's damn near animal abuse, man. I don't know. The Humane Society need to check up on that, because bottom line, hey, this dude might be abusing that cat. He got 2 days, or I'm calling the Humane Society on him. You better show that paperwork. I don't give a damn about you being in Miami. We're doing with the Rolling Loud concert and everything. I don't give a damn about none of that. I hope that cat going with you. Who's watching the cat while you gone? Tell me who's watching that cat. You gonna leave a brand new cat that you just found unattended? You must be crazy. A feral cat at that. You got a feral cat unattended? You must be crazy, boy. Cut it out. Let me hear some more of what you got. Let me hear this fool.
Oops.
video. Anywho, what is up, everybody? We're going to trade we think talk fast and don't skip class. I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor or expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's get into the video. So today, my friends, my family, my fellow Gorilla Gang, we're going to give you an update here on ticker symbol AMC. I'm sorry that yesterday I didn't put out a video. I went to the ophthalmologist, and I can only see it on my right eye to begin with. My left one's pretty jacked up, can't see much, and they dilated both my eyes, so I couldn't see anything. I was pretty useless in the world. I couldn't give you much of an update even if I tried to, but nonetheless, let's just talk about what's going on here. So I want to give you a little bit of an update on the technical analysis here, but mostly I want to focus on short interest in puts and how this whole sort of equation can work, because I think this is something that's not really considered in terms of, what can be considered short interest in any given stock. So I want to talk to you about how puts actually affect the market. So let's just talk here about how this would end up working. First off, short interest on AMC right now is about 14.36%, 73 million shares or so, has stayed about the same, floating back and forth between 14 and 15%. And we're going to have to wait until probably tomorrow to see any sort of returned shares that could have come in the last 2 days, because you did see, a pretty decent push, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. So maybe that's actually today. But if there was any sort of shares that were returned on that push 2 days ago, they'll show up here today. So you'll be able to see that. Just check up on Ortex. You'll know the whole picture. But most importantly, that I want to talk about is this overall sort of put hedging that can take place. So gamma squeezing can take place on both ends of things, most typically on the call option side, because there's infinite upside for a stock. Puts, though, when you gamma squeeze puts, the only amount that you can make is if it drops down to zero. There's limited returns in terms of a put. So it's not typically something that you hear talked about, but this is something that happens. So calls. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that you were to buy a call at a $65 strike. You have the right, not the obligation, if that runs in the money, to buy, if you had one contract at $65, 100 shares at that $65 strike price by that expiration. This can be a good thing, because if a stock runs up beyond that $65 strike to 75, 80, 85, 90, you get to buy those 100 shares for cheaper and just give up the premium. Puts, on the other hand, if you have puts and you were to have this run in the money, let's say that you bought a $65 strike put and the price is trading at $70 and it drops down to $50. Well, what ends up happening? You have the right, not the obligation, to sell 100 shares at that $65 strike, instead of, if it's trading at $55, $50, $45, you'd have to sell it there. You get to make a little more money in terms of what the stock price ends up dropping.
What the fuck this got to
down
do?
to in the grand scheme of things.
What the fuck does it got to do with their bread? What up, Aaron? He said. Who said that? What you think of that shit, man? He talking about that bullshit. What the fuck that got to do with anything, man?
He basically enticing people to buy some motherfucking calls. That's what that shit sound like. But shit, you think anybody gonna buy some calls right now? You think anybody's stupid enough to buy some calls?
Yeah. Yes.
Really? You think
well,
so?
I don't know, cause looking at that chat, looking at the comment section from Matt, motherfuckers ain't feeling too cool about this shit right now.
I don't know.
Trey was on Twitter saying one of his coworkers was watching the cat. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
Wow.
Sure, but
both of these options have to be hedged for. So why is this important, right? I want to keep this nice and simple for you. If you look at AMC, you have a huge amount of call option and put option activity. And I think the best way to illustrate this is if you look at Stocko Tracker, right? So let's look at Stocko Tracker and look at all the call options and all the put options that are in the money and out the money. So looking at the in the money, out the money calls and puts, you've got, in the money about 50,000, 278,000 out the money calls as it is right now. But on the flip side of things, you've got 30,000 puts that are in and 165,000 that are out the money. Now, why this is important is because gamma squeezing taking place on the downside with puts can definitely happen. So I've talked about this briefly in a different video, saying that I think it's going to be a pretty decently volatile week. And that's because there's so much liquidity and leveraging that's taking place in the derivatives market around options. Now, since there is only 14.56% short interest or so, based on 85% of the exchange reported data, another thing to look at is how many puts there are in the market. Because if there's puts that are out the money that run in the money, it actually can push the stock price down. That can actually happen, right? So that's something that you need to pay attention to. So pivotal points in order to watch. All right, well, let's just look at the puts.
I thought they said that the options didn't determine the price.
I think the only way the options could even help the price, maybe like say you was long on some options, you bought some calls, and like it was time to get rid of them, and you exercised them, as dude said, like, so you end up buying the shares. That would be, potentially bullish for the stock because you're buying shares and buying power. That's if that's what you decide to do.
He said that basically if you do the put, if you do the put, that the motherfucking stock will move. I don't know if that's true.
Unless they doing, I think I remember what he was saying. Unless it worked opposite the other way. Like say you started doing a put at $65, and then that bitch is $50. I guess you can pick the option to sell those same 100 shares at $60 and hold them. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Just as if you can buy them on the bullish end on the other side. You see what I'm saying? Like as far as exercising your options.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? How that would affect, like if you take the choice to get the stock, but a lot of motherfuckers probably just sell and say fuck all the extra shit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You've got 7,000 open interest, about $40, 5, 7, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4, 5, 13, 23 at that $30 strike. So if the stock price is to drop down beneath those strike prices on the puts, on top of the fact that you can have essentially call options that run in the money back to out the money, and those end up getting unhedged for. The same thing happens on the downside with these sort of puts on the market. Now, how likely is this? I'm not here to tell you that. I'm more bullish on the stock right now than I am a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
That don't make no sense right there. A week or 2 weeks ago, why wouldn't you be? I mean, you should be bullish on the stock all the time, the same way, right? Then he had because he fucked up. Like, what sense do that make right there?
I don't know how he can even say that he's more bullish now than ever.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
How can he do it?
And then you said you was more bullish on it when it was probably at a higher price. Why would you be more bullish on it now than you was? Then you should just be equally bullish on it, period. Like what? Like that's what I'm saying. The whole shit dude be saying on it, he makes sense half the motherfucking time.
I wonder if he's actually shorting this motherfucker himself.
I doubt it's hard to get some shares of short, but he might know how.
Shit, he might got enough pull with somebody to get some shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, him being on Fox News and everything, you don't think he done met somebody that know how to get him some shorts?
I mean, anything possible, but
he been on there multiple times. He says that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it, man. I think he might be shorting that bitch himself.
Well, I'm about to pee.
Yeah, I think he's shorting that. Which one is you talking about with every other video? He says that shit every other video. Okay. What you think of that Fidelity shit shutting down? You don't think you're getting a little scared out there if you got Fidelity? What do y'all think about that? That's kind of scary right there if you can't get in your account. Hopefully that motherfucker don't go down. At the same time, you can't get in your account. That's the thing that I'm a little worried about. Because that's kind of scary at that point. AMC could have been down $15 today. What if AMC was down $15 today and you couldn't get in your account? And it was multiple accounts. It wasn't just Fidelity. It was multiple. What do? How would you handle that? The more bullish than never is one of his catchphrases. I don't know how he does that. I don't know how the fuck you can say that. I can't do it.
It's so easy to peep this dude, man.
Based on the overall price action while we're sitting on the chart in terms of technical analysis. But it's important because you can get an idea of how heavy shorts are trying to hit the stock on any given day. That's something to consider. You're not just burning shorts and hedge funds and all these big firms by smoking them on, the actual held short shares. You're also smoking them in terms of puts that expire worthless, out the money. Nothing ends up coming to fruition with those overall puts. That's an important piece of this that is not even talked about, right? So that's something to consider. But anytime that you're looking at short interest, and that's why when I look at every single given week, Stocko Tracker is actually a great tool because you can have an idea of how pivotal some weeks can be in terms of big moves on the stock and how volatile of a move you're going to have on any given week just based on the derivatives market. If you have a lot of calls, a lot of puts on any given week, you're going to expect the stock price to do more of this, more of the up and down, up and down, up and down, which makes sense when you look at the call option and put option market right now, and you look at the overall stock price over the last 3 days or so, right? We had pretty volatile days. You look back on, this would have been Monday right here. Not a lot happened, but Tuesday, huge push to the upside. Had to be a little bit of call option hedging that ended up happening in the market. And then yesterday, you had a 5.36% downswing. And if you look at the options and put market, what ended up happening, right? Well, let's just look at this really quick. 40 to 45.
Yeah, like he really trying to tie everything into the option market now. Like it was never.
When are the shorts going to cover, man? When are the shorts going to cover?
I mean, basically.
Okay, when are they going to cover, bro? I mean, all this bullshit is to take your mind off of when are the shorts going to cover. Okay, that's what I want to know. Now you talking options.
Man, he ain't never been on options like that. We really think about now, the options don't got nothing to do with nothing, but you constantly now you focusing in on these options all of a sudden.
So now you're trying to get people to buy options.
He just trying to basically make it seem like options is affecting what's going on down there or something, huh?
I wonder if he knows that they need more money. I wonder if he knows if he's trying
to he know that. More money. Hell yeah, he know that.
What side of things? On the call,
they need to be buying the shares.
Side of things, what do you have? 19,000 at 40, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10. There's a lot of call option and put option activity in every single one of these strike prices, which is why it's moving down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Yesterday,
it's not moving up and down. It's moving down. It moved up. That dead cat bounce. Now it's down.
Yep.
See, you trying to lie about the whole motion of the stock. No, this motherfucker's going down, bruh.
I came out and I said, I think you're going to have a little bit of yo-yoing, a lot of the up and down sideways trading sort of price action. And you did get that yesterday, right? You had a lot of wicks on the tops, on the bottoms of every single one of those candles that push the price around in any sort of way. Now, why is this important is because it can help you make decisions in terms of when to buy stock, if you want to do so, and if you want to play the call options market, that's the volatility that you want to see. So, on any given day, I think it's really important that you don't just look at the 85% exchange reported short interest, but also look at the derivatives market, because if those expire worthless, out the money, that's firepower that's just pissed away into the shallow realm by these big hedgies and the big firms that are betting against you, betting against the apes, betting against the stock, and betting against everybody, man. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, what am I expecting? What's the things to watch for in terms of AFC over today, tomorrow, the next following days? I've briefly mentioned this before, but it does come down to that same sort of stair-stepping effect that I've talked about briefly before. I think there's two big things that you want to watch for. You want to see a break over this descending level of resistance over this large time frame scale on the chart. And what you're looking for essentially is connecting dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different touch points right here. And a break over, if it was to happen today, for example, $51-ish.
Okay. You know one thing he hasn't mentioned?
What?
He ain't mentioned that $32 price point no more. I ain't heard him mention that $32 that once it gets down to 32 is gonna bounce right back up. He ain't even mentioning that no more.
We ain't there yet. I guess once we get close to there, which we damn near close, he gonna say that.
Close.
But this time when it touch that 32, it's gonna bust down below. It ain't gonna keep on testing that support, and it's gonna bust down. Believe that.
So what's his new number gonna be?
I don't know. You
27.
My opinion, it's 17 by the end by September at some point. You said 13.
I'm going 13.
I say 17
give it 13.
by September.
I'm gonna say 13 because it's gonna have a day that they ain't gonna never forget.
So I predicted a $10 and $15 drop in one day. That's
it
gonna
might
happen.
Maybe,
okay,
yeah, that might happen.
$8 to $10. 15 if they just on some other shit.
Yep.
Just how they had that
earnings report.
Just how they had an $8 green day, it's gonna be an $8 red day or a $10 red day.
That earnings is probably gonna be one that's seeing it down to the ground.
And if you're looking at MacCore's Twitter and it's looking like that at this, imagine a $10 drop in the day.
What?
That's gonna drop a lot of apes out this shit.
What?
I guarantee that.
Shit.
I can already see that the morale of the apes is down there at an all-time low right now. To really be honest.
I want to address something with you guys about your guy Charles Payne. Now I know you apes out there, have this real belief that Charles Payne is on your side. Okay, and he's probably the only one that's actually giving you guys any kind of attention. Yeah, Charles' new
video is incredible. What's it called? We'll play that motherfucker. Where's that?
Yeah, we'll play it. Yeah. Let me. Well, let's find the video first, and then I'll give you my analysis of what Charles Payne is going to be.
I thought I seen some Charles Payne shit. Where's this shit? I had this shit. Hold on.
I want to hear this.
I wonder is this shit. Charles Payne acting like he down for the shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. For now.
Hold on. Here we go. I think this might be it.
I myself, I've recommended Crocs to my trading subscribers.
Turned up a little bit.
As loud as it go.
Including March this year. We made money on it, but we sold it too soon. I only recommended it once as a buy and hold. That was in 2012 to 21, and I took a big loss. So I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes it's just, you think you can overthink this stuff. This stock is up 1,000% since last March, and everyone on Wall Street hated it. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I tell you what, first, we've all been there, or we're going to be there. There's always those stocks where that happens. You could have, would have, should have. But you know what? The smart money has had their you-know-what handed to them by the so-called dumb money. And I love to be part of the dumb money because you know what?
Link is up.
Common sense. If your parents,
what is it, though?
You use what you know, that goes a long way to creating profit.
You put in the link. I don't see no link.
What do you think?
Tell me the name of the video, Matt, and I'll put it up.
That I bought for a long time. I put them on the shelf. Some of them popped this year. Like I have BlackBerry.
So obviously this ain't it when I'm playing.
It was up too much this year. Bed Bath & Beyond. Do you have any names like that? Common sense names that Wall Street has abandoned that you put on the shelf?
Well, I do, and we saw that earlier this year with big tech in particular. Apple and Microsoft are two stocks I expect to own for the rest of my life and or trade around them. Now, every once in a while, I get kicked out or I harvest profit.
Hey, just give me the name of it, and I'll just type it in the YouTube. If you could, bro, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hey, what's keeping you in this shit, Matt?
Yeah, are you in that? And then, if you are, what price? What price you in, bro? Huh? Do you hear me?
Who you talking to, Matt?
Hello? I'm talking to you.
I hear you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. He about to give us that video.
Yeah, going back to Charles Payne and the apes and his relationship with the apes. Okay. Charles Payne, I'm going to tell you what Charles Payne is going to be in the end for you guys. Charles Payne is going to be the guy who does a documentary on this whole experience with the meme stocks. Okay? He wants to be a friend with you guys, especially when everybody loses all their money. He's gonna do a documentary on this whole situation. Okay, that's what Charles Payne is gonna do. Okay, he already knows that you guys are about to lose your shirts.
He said Wall Street suits need to go to jail. They do, but they ain't going.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's hard to beat them at their own game when they got all the tricks.
They didn't take them to jail back in 06, 07,
in 2008 when they was on their heels. They couldn't take them to jail. Aaron, he provided that information.
Okay.
Shit, so they was on their heels and they couldn't take them to jail. And they was wanting to put that shit out to the massive public. They kind of played the whole story down. So they don't even want this shit out here like that. So which means they want them to continue doing business this way. You fighting a fight that ain't worth fighting, my dude.
Yep. That's what we've been saying the whole time. AMC is not worth the fight. Okay? If you took your $70, if you took your $70 profit,
that's a nice little bag.
That's a nice bag right there.
Depending on where you got in at. Where you get in at, Matt, we don't know that though. He never told us his entry price or your average price.
Yeah. If you'd have sold at 70, 60, somewhere around there. If you got in at $9, $10, $5, and sold at 70, then y'all got way more buying power for the next play. Yeah, maybe so. Somebody going to jail. Maybe. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen though. By the time those guys go to jail, all your money's gonna be gone. Okay? Your money's gonna be gone. It'll be too late for you. Okay, you guys will get your justice and these guys will go to jail, but at the same time, your money is gone. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. Your money will be gone. So yeah, you'll get your justice. It's like winning a lawsuit. You know, you can win a lawsuit against somebody and still not get no money. That can happen. You averaging at 34? Ooh.
Yeah, you up there kind of high, bro. Okay, good looking, bro.
So you basically even right now.
Yeah, because well, he up like $2, but that ain't worth talking about. $3.
$3.
And tomorrow could be doomsday for you, bruh. Tomorrow,
boy,
you could be even tomorrow at best.
Boy, I'm telling you, $34.
This is a
you
dangerous
at crossroads,
play, bro.
You at the crossroads,
yeah. And they dropping this bitch to 17 this next trip. You gonna lose half your money.
I got that echo too. Yeah, so 34, you at the crossroads. You're at the crossroads at $34. You at a point right now where you don't know where this motherfucker gonna go. You don't know if you're gonna sell, unless you gonna diamond hand this out. I hope you don't try and diamond hand it out, because at this point,
that's what they promoting. Hold up, and then your boy Matt let him walk out the back door, money with your money course. He had a video.
I hope the diamond hands. This ain't worth no diamond hands right now. I started buying that 10, got caught up in the hype and kept buying.
Bro, these boys is calm men. Yeah, the hype wasn't worth it, bro. And I really believe what y'all think. I believe the Apes is starting to feel a little weary about this whole thing. But we've been telling y'all the whole trip. Y'all should have got out, man. It sounded like we was on some hating shit. I mean, this is just our opinion. You know what I'm saying? So nobody knows 100%. But I'm just looking at the play for what it is. Y'all trying to be some real connected motherfuckers, and y'all ain't got no connections. Only thing y'all got is money. And you need money and connections. And y'all don't got enough money. Exactly. They don't got enough money. So y'all don't got enough money, and they way more connected. Y'all need more liquidity to keep this fucking thing going.
It's like
Ace can't just keep on bringing money. Like you said, they need a billionaire in their crew. They don't got that.
They ain't got it.
You been said that. You said that.
This is the. You know what this is? I'm gonna use an analogy for this. This is the Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. The Apes, you're the Washington Generals. Okay? The motherfucking hedge funds are the Globetrotters. That's what this is. Okay? When the fuck you ever seen the Washington Generals beat the Globetrotters? Please tell me. When have you ever seen that? Okay? This is the Dream Team versus Hampton University. That's what the fuck this is. Okay? He said the Moaf. Moaff. Mother of all
pulling it up now.
Okay, good looking, Matt. Yeah, so
it's called the, hold on, tell me because I can't see. It's the
the MOAFF. How long is the video?
Is it 4 minutes?
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
MOAFF.
No, it can't be.
MOAFF. Two
I just pulled it up. It's not Charles.
He said it's Charlie's or something like that.
Charlie's Vids.
Probably gotta be. He said Charlie's Vids. Yeah.
Let me see. How long is it? The 4 minute one?
4 minutes. Yeah, he said 4 minutes.
All right, we're going. Is it this? Is this it?
You gotta put it up on the screen. It's not on the screen.
Hold on. Is this it, bro?
Yeah. He said yeah.
All right, bet.
That's a long time. That's 50 years ago. We talking 50 years. That's a long time.
All right, I'm about to play this video. We're gonna see what's up.
Turn it up. It ain't up. It ain't up.
Shit, that motherfucker high as I can get it. You can't hear it that good? Can y'all hear it?
Shit. Yeah, I know that. If I can hear it, they can't.
Can y'all hear it good? Cause I hear it good, but I don't know if that. Can y'all hear it good? Aaron said he can't hear it. Oh, I know why. My bad, y'all. Y'all gonna be able to hear it now. My bad.
I just can't with this filing. It's 369 giggity pages long, and I'm already too jacked on page 4 that I feel like I have to make another video. And I apologize about this, by the way. I'll make this one very quick. NSCC 2021-803 advance notice to NSCC 2021-010 both came out at the same time. I figured they would, as we saw DTC 014 come out earlier this afternoon. Now, again, this brings up the SFT, or the Securities Financing Transaction Clearing Service. So 3 or 4 pages in, it's already hitting me what they're trying to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the purpose real quick. Now, this is weird too, by the way. No contact info, never seen that. So again, I've covered over 100 filings this year. It's the only one I've seen with language that we're about to look at. So before we get there, let's look at the purpose. There's 4 major things. Number 1, they're looking to establish new membership categories and requirements for sponsoring members and sponsored members, whereby existing members would be permitted to sponsor certain institutional firms into membership. Number 2, establish a new membership category and requirements for agent clearing members, whereby existing members would be permitted to submit on behalf of their customers transactions to NSCC for novation. Number 3, establish the SFT clearing service to make central clearing available at NSCC for SFTs. And lastly, make other amendments and clarifications to the rules. Now take a look at this. NSCC is proposing to introduce central clearing for SFTs, which are, broadly speaking, securities lending transactions where parties exchange equity securities against cash and simultaneously agree to exchange the same securities in cash, plus or minus a rate payment on a future date. In particular, the proposed SFT clearing service would expand central clearing at NSCC to include SFTs with a 1 business day term, i.e. overnight SFTs like what we see in the repo market, in eligible equity securities that are entered into by members, institutional firms that are sponsored into the NSCC by a sponsoring member, as defined below, or agent.
What up, bot? How you living, big dog?
Customers also as defined below.
What up, bot? I can't see, but what up, bot? I can't see the chat right now.
SFTs involve the owner of securities, typically a registered investment company, pension plan, sovereign wealth fund, or another institutional firm. Transferring those securities temporarily to a borrower, typically a hedge fund. You know what they're saying, right? You know where they're going with this, right? SFTs are often facilitated and intermediated by broker dealers and agent lenders, i.e. custodial banks or other institutions that lend out securities as agent on behalf of institutional firms. In return for the lent securities, the borrower transfers collateral, and a net rate payment is typically transferred to either the lender or the borrower that reflects the liquidity of the lent securities, as well as interest on any collateral. Now, NSCC understands that SFTs provide liquidity to markets and facilitates the ability of market participants to make delivery on short sales and thereby avoid failure to delivers, naked shorting, and similar situations. Did we just get a filing with the words liquidity, delivery of short sales, failure to deliver, and naked shorts in the same sentence? What? On a typical business day, the DTC, an NSCC affiliate, processes deliver orders related to securities lending transactions on securities having a value of approximately $150 billion. That's a typical business day. Oh, this filing's badass. This is as far as I've gotten, but as you can see,
So pretty much what I'm taking from this is y'all believe that they about to have to start coming clean with the short selling and all that. They about to crack down on the naked short selling and shit. Is that what that is?
That's
and they
what
saying
I
that,
guess.
And they saying that DTCC is gonna be. They already said that DTCC was dirty as fuck anyway in that 2008 shit.
Yeah.
So how much do you really trust the DTCC?
They gonna do it. They gonna clean it up after everybody loses their money. That's what they gonna do. When they get done taking everybody for a long ride, what's gonna happen after that? People are gonna protest. People gonna have another Occupy Wall Street, and they're gonna be out in the street. But they're gonna be a little more crazier this time. You see, Occupy Wall Street, nobody really lost their money at that one point in time, at that same time. But this one's gonna be different because a lot of people are gonna be losing a lot of money at the same time. So you gonna see damn near another insurrection. Okay? I can see that happening. I can see them down. I can see the Apes and everybody that's affiliated with the Apes down in Washington, D.C. at the SEC building protesting.
Exactly. That two-price shit some bullshit.
What you mean?
I done heard Lou say there's two prices to AMC. Like basically they suppressing the price, they hold the price down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saying that's real I heard that bullshit too. Okay. So bottom line, overall,
he said heads are roll. He said heads are roll. Yeah, but he basically saying the Apes ain't gonna go for it if it's some dirty shit in the game. Ain't nothing the Apes gonna be able to do about it. AB.
Okay. Make it harder for us to make money, and that's the only thing that will come. That's true. That's what I've been saying. See, the apes got too greedy. See, they greed done got to them. Exactly. If the apes would have sat there and took that bitch at $70, everybody happy. Everybody goes home happy. The hedge funds and everybody, they might take a loss, but at the end of the day, they still get to fight another war. Okay, you guys sat there, got your money, everybody's living good, you know what I'm saying? And they can work on the next play. Up $70 fucking dollars. But nope. Oh, we gonna have diamond hands. We gonna hold this bitch to 300,000. That's what we gonna do. We gonna hold it to 300,000, and I still ain't selling it to get to 300,000. I want to break the whole institution. So now you want to break the whole institution. So now it's gonna be more regulations on stock trading. Okay, that's all that's gonna happen. This is gonna have a whole bunch of regulations on stock trading. It's gonna be hard for a regular motherfucker. Watch, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be hard for a regular motherfucker to even open up a stock account moving forward. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be even more, strict on who can open up a stock account, since they want to crack down. That's what's gonna happen. Okay.
That dark pool shit, I don't believe that shit. That price.
5 and 10K. It doesn't reflect in the market. Don't know if there's any truth to it, and I doubt it. No, I'm not sure. Excuse me, how when people are like Trey are swinging it. Yeah, I agree with you, but I totally agree with you that Trey is swinging. He's swing trading. He dipping in and out, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. He dipping in and out. I don't believe he holding that bitch at all. He might have a position that he just holding, but he'd rather go in and out. Okay, I don't know. I'm not. This right here, this is gonna fuck up the whole game. The greed is gonna fuck up the whole game. Greed on both sides, but really on the ape side because y'all not being reasonable. Okay, y'all still ain't. I ain't selling it if I see $500. Really?
It is fine above the dark pool. That's about exactly. It makes 0 cents. 0 cents.
Yep.
Because the shit, cool. Why would you pay for $5,000 a share when you can get it for 30 something a share, short or long, whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to short it from there or long it from there, that don't make no sense.
I'm cool. This is too much bullshit. I don't want to buy stock.
In that video that he had us play, that was a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to hear all that bullshit that don't make no sense. Basically trying to say, "Oh, they gonna clean this shit up." You really believe that shit?
They gonna clean it up, but after the money's gone.
I still don't think they gonna clean it up. That's the way they make tax-free money. You think they gonna get that shit up?
They gonna act like they cleaning it up.
I'm about to say because ain't nothing like some tax-free money.
Okay. So they gonna call a whole bunch of. They gonna call a whole bunch of hedge fund motherfuckers. They gonna make a phone call. Watch the people that's in charge. Like I think the person that's in charge of the finance is Maxine Waters. And I don't know why the fuck she's in charge of the finance down in Congress. I don't know why she is, but anyway, they gonna make a phone call and say, hey, I know you guys done gave me some kickbacks back in the day, but we getting a lot of motherfucking complaints about y'all motherfuckers doing some dirt underhanded shit. So we gonna call y'all motherfuckers down at motherfucking Capitol Hill, ask y'all a few questions. We might have to put the clamps on some of the shit that y'all doing to make these motherfuckers happy. But overall, the game will continue.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, the game will continue. But we're gonna have to put in some new rules for you guys. And when nobody's looking, we'll slide them little rules under the table for you. You know, and get that shit through. But ain't shit gonna change.
He said, because you can't trade naked shorts on the real market. The dark pool is not regulated. Still don't breathe. Hell no, that price ain't that high. Now, who knows what the fuck the price is on a dark pool? We'll never know that. But I don't believe it's no $3,000 either. I say the most that motherfucker might be is 100, 150 if they running it up.
Cut it out. I don't want to be involved in nothing like that where they got two prices. Who the fuck wants to buy a stock where there's two prices?
Exactly. It's too much going. Is GameStop even treated like this? I don't think so.
Man, that's the thing. Y'all want to be involved in this? It's like stock market is hard enough. I mean, seriously.
It's like you stay in this play long enough, you gonna fuck around and learn every technical thing about the stock market ever made. Just because they keep you in with that shit. I tell you one thing, you gonna lose your money, but you gonna get a hell of an education.
Yep. You gonna pay thousands of dollars for an education.
Yeah, because Trey, he talking about that technical shit, so you will learn something. I'll say that.
Yep.
Now, will you apply it towards your next endeavors in the stock market? Hey, that's up to you. They definitely talking that shit.
I don't know about y'all. Stock market is already hard enough to survive in that motherfucker. Now I gotta deal with this shit too. And I'm also dealing with billionaires on top of it. Man, the stock market way too hard for that or to be dealing with this shit. I can't do it's too mentally draining to be dealing with that. I can't fuck with that. I gotta find something where there ain't much manipulation going on. I understand that there's always gonna be manipulation in the stock. I get that part. And I can work around that. But when you start dealing with DTCCs and 002s and dark pools and 70% of the shares is in the dark pool and two different prices and one's $5,000 and another one's $40, man, shit. I'm not wrapping my money into that. Okay? I'm not doing it. Okay? Y'all can take chances if you want to. And really, honestly, if y'all really want to take chances, y'all there's a casino somewhere in a near city next to you. You go to the casino, man, or get you try and go to a state where there's legal gambling, where you can get sports when you gamble on sports games or something. If you in the mood to gamble, because this is gambling. This ain't investing. This is gambling. Okay. When you put your money in Apple or something like that, you know, I'm not saying Apple's going up a whole bunch of money, but at least you are investing. This right here is a straight gamble. You don't know where this thing is going. Okay, and everything points downward. Okay, think about this. Everything about this motherfucking play points down now. There ain't no give me three things to keep that's solid to keep you in this motherfucking stock. Give me three. I would ask for five, but I'm gonna be easy and say three. Give me three things to keep you in. Okay, that's legit. I don't want to hear because I think it can go to $5,000. I want to hear something legit. Okay, AMC is a piece of shit company. We already know it. They're not. Adam Aaron is not the kind of guy that, you know, is going to change the world. He's not the kind of guy that's going to do something very innovative. If he was, he'd have been did it by now. He'd been there 5 years, 6 years. That's long enough to, you know, somewhat, you know, do something. Okay? That's long enough. This guy's 60 years old. He old. That nigga old, man. He ain't about to change the world. He ain't got nothing innovative. Shit, he worked at the Sixers for 2 years. He was CEO at the Sixers for 2 years. Think about that. You at least get 5 years when you are a management. When you upper management, you at least get 5 years. That motherfucker was gone after 2 years, and then he ended up at AMC. What the fuck you think he gonna do? AMC is a piece of shit company. They ain't got nothing going on. They buying 2 new buildings. Ooh wee. Like that's really something. That ain't shit. Buying two buildings that you ain't gonna make no money on because let's be real here. This motherfucker is on the brink of another shutdown. Cases have gone up. We already know this. Cases have gone up. Joe Biden out there, you know, with his blind as a badass, he's sitting out there talking about that if you take the vaccine, you ain't gonna get sick no more. I'm like, nigga, is you crazy? Cases gone up. You mean to tell me that people that took the vaccine didn't get COVID-19? Nigga, you crazy. Cut it out. So we possibly looking at another shutdown. I'm just got word. In my state, Ohio, they telling the kids that they got to come to school with a mask on. You know what I'm saying? This week is that they got to come to school with a mask. Now next week can be, wow, they might have to work from school, work from home again. We almost at that level. And where the fuck you think AMC is gonna be? Tell me. Throughout all this, where's AMC gonna be at? I want to know. Give me 3 things right now to hold on to this stock. Because I see everything. I give you 3 things, 5 things, maybe even 10 things to dump it. I give you 10 reasons, easy. And it ain't gonna take me no hour or 2. I can come up with that in about 5-10 minutes. I give you 10 reasons why. And you can't even, I bet you have a hard time giving me 3 good reasons why to stay in this bitch. I guarantee you gonna give me 3. I want 3 of them. Anybody. Cut it out. This motherfucking stock is sorry. Down to $36. About to be 32. It might be touching 32 tomorrow. It's a possibility. Trade sitting there talking about he going to Miami. He ain't gonna be online for the next 2-3 days. Is that the kind of guy you want to take financial advice from? I don't want to take no financial advice from no motherfucker who's saying, hey, don't call me for 3 days, I'm out of time. And the stock is down. You got me in this mess. You told me to get in at 60 motherfucking dollars. Now I'm down to almost $30 fucking dollars a share. And you telling me you about to go on a vacation? Nigga, please. Cut it out. What kind of mess y'all in? This ain't no stock I'll be holding. Not at all. Charles Payne is a motherfucking turncoat. Okay? He gonna be a turncoat on the Apes. Guaranteed. Charles Payne is gonna be a turncoat. Tara Bull, she gonna be back to OnlyFans. Okay, she ain't gonna be talking about no motherfucking AMC. She gonna be back on OnlyFans. Okay, that's where she gonna be at. And you know what? She ain't gonna be getting no motherfucking money either because they on OnlyFans. They ain't selling that ass no more. They ain't selling that.
You talking about my baby?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on now.
She gonna be back. She gonna be back on that motherfucking. She gonna be back on that motherfucking stroll real good. Yeah, she gonna be back on that stroll real fast. Okay, but she gonna find out when she get back to OnlyFans. You can't sell no coochie on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's about to cut into her bag.
Okay. So now she down on the motherfucking stock and she can't sell that ass to make up for the loss.
Char, you can come fuck with me, baby.
Shit. Hey, you might get it for a motherfucking discount.
I don't pay for pussy, homie. You need to pay for this. Yeah.
Okay. You get it for a discount. She be there for you. No doubt about it. She gonna be flagging them down. She gonna be at the truck stop. That girl gonna be at the truck stop getting it in. I'm telling y'all better sell that motherfucking stock. Get it in.
I can tell the Apes, they getting weak. They feel this shit. A lot of them Apes, they don't feel as confident about the shit. This last time it pumped up to $40 and they didn't do nothing. Look at that comment section. We were just reading it.
And I ain't never seen that before. I haven't, since I've been watching the Apes, I haven't seen the Apes this depressed. I have not seen it. These motherfuckers, I know some of them motherfuckers.
I'm telling you right now, Apes about to sell. Let this motherfucker start dropping from here. They about to sell.
Y'all can still go into that Ape Fest? You motherfuckers still going to that Ape Fest, nigga?
All that we not leaving, that shit sound cute.
Yeah. Think you going to the Ape Fest? You motherfuckers.
Hell no, they not gonna even give a fuck about no apes. You think?
Y'all gonna be. If they do go to the Ape
What this motherfucker said right here, man? And there's 12 likes on that. It's gonna be 200-300 likes on that motherfucker. When that bitch 17, it's gonna be like 3,000 likes on him.
Look at that. Look at that. It's just not gonna happen, guys. Too many different things. Too many different moving parts.
And this man, the coach, you in trouble, baby.
Okay.
Have Trey send you some shit from Titan. You about to be snorting.
Oh, you know, as far as snorting, them motherfuckers is snorting real good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. I'll tell you right now, I wish I was a dealer to the apes, boy. I'd be a rich nigga right now, boy. I'd be a real rich nigga right now if I was a cocaine dealer right now. You know how many? I bet you cocaine sales have gone up 30% in the last 2 weeks. I bet you it has. I bet you cocaine sales has gone up 30%. Easy money. I bet you motherfucker, the dealer be like, damn motherfucker, I just served you yesterday.
I need another 8-ball.
Like, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing over here? I need another ball. I'm having a party tonight. Like, shit. And he go sneak over to the dude's house. He go drop off and find out it's a one-man party. That's what he find out.
And man, how you speak for motherfuckers that shorts haven't covered, the Ace aren't leaving, see you on the moon. Matt, you ain't shit.
This is like one.
This is really an elementary time, man.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I got that echo. Yeah, this is a con. Okay, this is like one of those infomercial cons. It's like one of them. Remember them infomercials.
You see them at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what this. That's what this kind of reminds me of. This is a high-priced infomercial con. That's what this is.
How you can speak for all the apes, Matt? The apes. I'm gonna tell you right now, Matt. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice if you ever look at this. Apes ain't feeling this shit like they once did. I know that 100%. And Hedges, if you listen, drop this bitch at $17, you go weed over half the apes out.
Yeah. Yeah. You dropped this motherfucker 17.
I swear to God, half the apes gone. But what I'm seeing right here, if you drop this bitch for $17 before the end of August, you're gonna wipe out over half the apes. Yeah.
Half of
it. Even if you was in at 9, that bitch $17, you gonna say at least I can get double my money. Them motherfuckers even gonna start getting up. At this point, they ain't gonna think it's no squeeze, man. That whole thing of the squeeze, man, that shit gonna be falling on deaf ears, man.
So then where do they go from there?
To their job?
They gonna be back working, huh? Well, Dunkin' Donuts is hiring. They motherfuckers paying $19 an hour.
Well, hey,
y'all motherfuckers go work there.
Go make some of them hoes.
Yeah. Y'all Dunkin' Donuts is hiring out this motherfucker. Y'all go out there and get a job out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where y'all gonna need it after this. Y'all gonna need that shit. If you averaged up all the way to $50, $60, well, I feel sorry for you on everything.
I damn near bet every ape bought on the way up they could. that had some money. Cause the way they was pushing this motherfucker, that this was the one in a lifetime play.
Mm-hmm.
Any extra bread you got, you was putting in this motherfucker, man. And now I'm re-looking at this. Dude said he caught it $34. Think how many motherfuckers caught at these high prices. They about to wipe these motherfuckers out, man. $17, you couldn't have the apes out.
It's gonna be
Easy.
It's gonna be pandemonium in Washington D.C.
Put like this, $17. You won't even get you won't even get a response from no apes when you talking shit on Twitter.
Oh no.
Probably. It's gonna be like a ghost town.
Yep. So then, if it's gonna be a ghost town, where the fuck does Trey and Matt and all the motherfuckers go then?
I don't know. That viewership will start going down too.
And then what happens?
They ain't gonna believe it.
Okay, so what happens? What happens when this bitch don't never squeeze, which is not gonna squeeze? What happens when it never squeezes? When it never squeezes, and then Trey comes up and says, "I got another play, guys. I got another play. This one's gonna be the one that's gonna be the mother of them all. This one's gonna take it all the way to the moon. We got it. Take this stock right here, and it's gonna go to $2,000. How many people do you think is gonna follow that guy?
5-10% of them, maybe 20 if you got some real sucker boys. He ain't gonna see the love he was once seeing. They definitely ain't gonna trust Trey because Trey don't come around like that. Matter probably retain more of his people, but they ain't about to trust his motherfucking ass either. He talking about see you at the moon.
The moon must be in the ocean.
See you at the homeless shelter, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what that motherfucker gonna be. Okay.
See that shit ain't cool, man.
Y'all motherfuckers gonna be living in the projects if y'all ain't careful.
And motherfuckers gonna put some real bread in this shit too.
Yep.
That's the crazy shit about this.
And I tell you one thing I've been noticing, man. I'm noticing a lot of white people moving it back into the hood. We might see a lot more of that shit going on when this shit go on. I'm telling you, all you white people out there that's living in halfway in the suburbs, you motherfuckers might be living in the hood in a minute. Y'all might have to move to the hood. Okay? If y'all keep on holding on to that motherfucking stock, you don't want to be living in Chicago, in the hood in Chicago, nigga. Shit, I don't want to live in that motherfucker.
Hell no. Your phone, your shit fucked up. Your mic fucked up, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all don't want to keep on holding this motherfucker, man. I don't see nothing good coming, man. And like I said, just think about it, y'all. The Apes overall, that's a set. It seemed to me like after this 40 didn't bounce off, put it like this. If that motherfucker going on like $29 tomorrow, the Apes are going to be fucking depressed.
$29 by tomorrow.
I'm not saying it's definitely gonna do that, but I'm saying even if that bitch closes like $32, they not gonna like that either. Then you got a whole weekend and wonder, damn, is this bitch gonna be $28, $29 on Monday?
And Mondays is always a bad fucked up day in the market sometimes. A lot of times that should be like Mondays is iffy.
And that support it was bouncing off of that 32, that motherfucker about to fall right through that bitch. They've been testing it too many times. It's time to drop this time. Ain't gonna be no bounce this trip. So all y'all, when they was telling y'all, oh, these shares was decent, they was telling me it was good buying at $32. I heard Trey say that. He act like he never said that. He said that a couple days ago.
Well, he said 60.
We gonna see his 32. Video. We're gonna see his video 2 days ago, or the last video other than this, when shit was good. Let's see the whole talkie.
So let's get into the video. So today, my friends, we're going to give you the updated series of AMC here for the evening. We're going to cover a couple different things. Start off with boards, actually the short interest, the whole picture there, give a little bit of background, short volume percentage, because it actually is something pretty fascinating about yesterday's, or 2 days ago, actually. 2 days ago is overall short that went into the market. And then also stock tracker shows you a buy call in
You're trigger to pull, but I'm gonna help you push your finger on it.
Hey, turn that shit up. I can't hear.
I
said I can't hear shit.
Shit, you can't hear nothing.
No.
Oh shit.
I can't hear a motherfucking thing.
Oh shit! I thought y'all was listening the whole time.
No.
He he goes through these spurts of trying to fight and also play. Check this out. Watch him bite me. Watch him. He just wears himself out. I love this little dude. Go eat your food. Go eat your food. What a beautiful freaking day! That wasn't too bad, huh? Not bad. Pretty freaking decent. What is up, everybody? Open the trees. We freaking talk fast.
Hi, wasn't he though?
Baby, like the probably say that I'm not a financial advisor or expert. So take what I say. The greatest.
He was a lady, wasn't he?
Was that the day that motherfucking stock went
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. Let's listen to this shit. We about to see really the trap he was setting them in right here.
Let's get into the video. So today, my friends, my fellow Gorilla Gang, and we're going to be giving you the updated ticker symbol AMC here for the evening. I want to go over a couple different things. Start off with Ortex, the short interest, the whole picture there. Give you a little bit of a background, short volume percentage, because there actually is something pretty fascinating about yesterday's, or 2 days ago, actually. 2 days ago's overall shorting that went into the market. And then also Stonko Tracker shows you about how many not calls, but shorts are available to borrow, as well as call options that are in the money. And then finish off with technical analysis. I kind of want to give you what my synopsis is on the day, what kind of happened, how you saw this nice push, as well as what you could possibly expect moving forward for your own personal financial decisions. Of course, that's not my decision to make. You do what you got to do. That's ultimately your trigger to pull. But without further ado, baby!
That's your trigger to pull, but he gonna have your finger on the trigger. He gonna have his finger on your finger on the trigger. He gonna pull that bitch, but your finger gonna be on.
Into the sucker. All right, so starting off here with Ortex. What do we got cooking up? Short interest is down about 1.51%, and you have a T2 settlement system. Now, if you don't know what a T2 system is, it means that any shorts that were returned or shares that were borrowed and returned take about 2 days to settle into the system and be reported to short interest report pools, such as you see here with Ortex. We did that, 2 days ago, there was about 1.4 million shares net difference that were returned to overall location. Now, if you look back 2 days ago, 1, 2, you actually saw that the overall sentiment of the market was down. So here's a hypothesis, and here is a prediction. What you're actually seeing here is an estimate. So the short interest on a day-to-day basis moves with the shares on loan going up and down, but it's not the exact picture because you need the FINRA report every 2 weeks to give you that exact picture of how many shorts are actually being established and how many are being returned. So essentially what Ortex has, knock on wood here, is an estimate, some sort of equation that they'll use anytime there are shares on loan that are borrowed or shares on loan that were returned to give you an idea of how many of those would actually be shorted shares. So what I actually think is you had a net difference of shares on loan that were returned, but not necessarily shorted shares. The only other explanation for that is that you had, some sort of selling pressure. So maybe there were a few people who sold stock down here on that.
And then a stock man with all this bank. Will he be living in some shit that look like this? My house don't look that bad. I'm sorry. He called this a crack den itself, didn't
he? Yeah. That motherfucker.
He's supposed to be leading y'all to success, and he's standing in the fucking slums of Shaolin. Yeah. Okay.
That nigga probably staying in the hood himself, probably, believe it or not.
I'm down there wondering what he really got, man.
That drive down from $38 all the way down to $32 when we got that nice first test of this overall $32 level of support.
Because if I'm holding, I'm not standing no shit like that. Even or that new one he just showed.
Or you had some malpractice, right? That's definitely something that could be happening here. So that's kind of what you got cooking up. Utilization about 87.26%. This is about how many shares on load there are taken out compared to the entire pie. So as that gets closer to 100%, the realistic possibility of naked short positions being established in that moment in time can go up, right? That sort of hypothesis becomes more and more true. The more, the more there is a lack of supply. Lack of supply increases demand. And if you don't want to pay for the demand, which is what these hedge fucks are doing, they don't want to pay for demand, they create supply. And that's naked short selling or failure to delivers to a T. I also want to show you this cost to borrow at 6.22%. As that goes up, that's more pressure that's being established on these overall short positions in the market. Now, the one last
he wasn't talking nothing like this today, was he?
No.
thing I want to show you here with Ortex, this is a newer feature that they've added here, is failure to delivers. Now you can see spikes in failure to delivers based on how many calls, how many blah, 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 puts, whatever it may be, are going into the market. And something that I find fascinating is that there are a lot of failure to delivers that are happening right now. You have this huge amount, 27.6 million back here on January 27th for obvious reasons. Pissed on liquidity is getting pushed into the stock during that period of time, but you've had very consistent day by day failure to delivers that have been popping into the market. 3.8 million here, 3.7 million here, 3.6, the maximum being 4.4 million. It's been every single day. You're seeing quite a few failure to delivers that are essentially stacking into the market. Now, I can't speak on this exactly. If anybody knows, feel free to say so in the comment section. I'll always admit what I don't know, but I do not know if this is a cumulative number or if this is a day-by-day number. I'd be more inclined to believe this is cumulative, so maybe cumulatively right now there are, about 4.2 million failure to delivers, which is quite a few shares that are not being delivered on. But that's kind of what you got cooking up right there. There's short sale volume percentage. Now, this is something I like to show because it kind of gives you an idea of what the market's doing on a day-to-day basis. And if you look back here on the 16th of July, this would have been last Friday, you had a huge uptick. 57% of the overall market volume on that day was short of volume. So let's just look at this. Look at that day. This day we dropped from $37 during regular market hours down to about $32 the next day. So the huge amount of shorting, as you could have probably guessed at any sort of red day, just think in the back of your mind. Very, very, very likely that you're seeing some sort of shorting taking place in the market. It's likely not apes that are selling the stock. Unfortunately, and not even unfortunately, it's their own decision. The way that it is you will lose some people, but you can't control that. The more likely scenario is that you're having shorting, and that's what you saw here on this given day. Now, finishing it off here before we get to the technical analysis is Stonko Tracker. The shares available to borrow significantly decreasing every single passing day. You have 300,000 as of 1748 today on July 20th. Percent fee, nothing crazy. That's just that annualized interest rate. But that's going down, right? That number is significantly decreasing day by day. That's a pretty cool thing to see, as well as how many call options are actually pushed into the stock right now. Let's just check this out. 65,000 in the money for calls, 14,000 in the money for puts. Now, both ways this works is you get hedging, which can gamma squeeze stocks up if out the money call options run in the money. You get the exact same thing happen on the downside with puts that are out the money that run in the money. They can push stocks for the downside. So where we are right now is actually a pretty pivotal opportunity for a lot of volatility on the week. I'm just more inclined to believe that it's for the upside based on the overall price action that you saw.
You heard what you just said right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, says the guy over there, missing my brother. But he got an Airbnb. Shit, I'm gonna drive to work farther if I gotta have somewhere cool. I'm not standing no shit like that.
Hell no.
We would show a solo position. If he's been buying for 7 months, he should have 50K or more shares. Exactly. He full of shit. He full of shit. And now he told y'all. See, he told y'all it was going to be on the upside for the week. And then didn't he just say in this last video that he told y'all it was probably going to be down for the week?
Mm-hmm.
You won't remember that, though, probably. That motherfucker said that, man.
Today. And honestly, the thing that I'm the most excited about is the amount of volume that came into the stock today. 165 million total shares of volume were traded today. That does not mean 165 million shares out of the entire flow was traded, right? Not individual shares, but that's how much volume you had, which is a pretty significant amount. I mean, that's a beautiful, definitive bounce off that $32 level of support. And you had the most wicked, disgusting, absolutely filthy, big, fat, nasty George W. setup neckline break. Beautiful. That's as good as it gets, my friends. I mean, that's just absolutely disgusting to get that huge neckline break like you saw here on this George W. double bottom setup. Don't put my foot. God dang it. Here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He just got done eating and now he wants to fight. Why do you want to throw hands? Oh, you silly chicken. And you lick your nuts. Anywho, what you saw today was a beautiful push. 24.47% overall gain on the day. Were there any shorts that covered today? I can't speak on that. Right? We'll have to wait until that T2 settlement system comes, but it's something to keep in the back of your mind to watch for Ortex so you can get an idea of if there are any shorts on one that returned or if there are any shorts that returned overall. But what I would estimate the most is just looking at the call options chain. You had really nasty.
What are the chances that the shorts covered from 70 to 40 when it went up that day? What are the chances that the hedge funds took some money off the board?
You said what? I was reading Bob's comment. You said what?
I said, what are the chances that the hedge funds took money off the board from 70 all the way down to 40 or even 35?
Maybe. That might have been what pushed it up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
He said his buys had time steps matched it to the chart. You see the pops and dips. It lines up to him swinging. It amazes they cry about malpractice while being led by exactly.
By a YouTuber. I'm saying. You know, been saying that for quite some time. Okay. There's a lot of manipulation going on both sides of the fence. Yeah, the apes ain't gonna be able to cry. People are not gonna rally behind
Well, sorry.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not gonna rally behind you in the end because on television they're gonna paint that picture that you guys have manipulated the market too. Okay, that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say you guys manipulated the market too, like with GameStop. When everybody said on the internet and on Reddit and Wall Street bets not to sell. That's a form of manipulation. And they're going to use that against you when you guys start crying and complaining about how the hedges screwed you out your money. They're going to say that, hey, you guys play some form of manipulation too, so you're not going to get a bunch of sympathy from the people that's not even involved at all. Because that's what you're going to need. If you're really gonna change the whole landscape of how business is done in the stock market, you're gonna need people that's not even involved in the stock feel sorry for you, and they're not gonna feel that sorry for you, especially when TV paints that picture that you guys were manipulating. So,
Yep, trying to manipulate the market.
So. When you're trying to manipulate the market,
you're basically trying to beat them at their own game.
Yeah, you try to beat them at their own game, and nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, you're gonna need something else to go along with this. If you didn't have the manipulation, and that, like the guys in 08, 09, they weren't manipulating the market like the apes are.
Nope.
Okay, they were not doing that.
They actually had a case.
Yeah, they actually had a case. Okay, they actually had a reason to go out there and protest and be crazy and say all kinds of things and be out there fighting. They were fighting for years.
And you know the crazy thing Trey said, and I really think about it. They talking about the Ape Fest might be collusion. What you call Reddit? What you call the chat when they saying we ain't leaving? What's that?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I just said. I just said when you was gone just a minute ago what that was. Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much said the same thing. So that's gonna be a form of manipulation on you guys' side. So you're not gonna get that kind of sympathy that you think you're gonna get. They're gonna look at you. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna paint that picture like you're insurrectionists. Straight up. Don't do nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, apes. Do not go to DC.
They're gonna try to act up.
Okay, do not go to DC and think y'all gonna pull off that same shit that the motherfuckers pulled at that insurrection. I strongly advise you not to do that. Okay? I strongly advise you not to do that. Okay? For real. This is serious business. Okay? This is serious business here. If you want people to really follow you, you're gonna have to do certain things. Your manipulation, y'all gonna have to do something else. You might have to give back to the community somehow. You gonna have to be the real Robin Hood.
Give back what? They ain't about to ask shit after
I'm
this
just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. If they'd have sold at 70, you motherfuckers should have sat there and gave something back to the community. Maybe you should have gave to the United Negro College for the sub. You know, you need to do something.
Well, it's too late for that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. If you apes are trying to change the world, y'all got to be the real Robin Hoods. Straight the fuck up. Okay? Y'all gonna have to be that.
We said they already calling us toxic, so we don't get any sympathy from everyday people.
Yeah. Like Klein ran through a lot of stocks, making everyone bends, but they focused on AMC and being loud about it. Yeah. It's like having a dope house. It's like having a dope house, and you got a nigga on the corner broadcasting that shit.
What a motherfucking sign how to be having, like when it's tax time, motherfucker be standing out there. Like, you got sign. We got 2 for 15.
Yep.
The best dope in the city.
Best dope in the city. That's what y'all did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what y'all did. Y'all should have been undercover, selling it at $70 and moved. And then when Trey Trades gets on TV, his motherfucking ass should have said, I don't know what our next play is. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. Okay? That's what he should have been doing when he got on TV. He should have said, we're just celebrating our victory today. I don't know what we're going to do. You'll see us somewhere in the near future.
Hell yeah.
Okay?
I got Jesus. Yeah, like I said, I got OZ's a software in the air saying I got Jesus.
Fuck out of here,
you
man.
Motherfucker, man.
Oh, everything, man. Cut it out.
He said, waving or something in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a zip. I got motherfucking jeans for 20. Straight flake.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out, man. I'm sorry. Y'all sitting out there, y'all broadcasted this whole thing. Blew the spot up. And like I said before, you got their attention. And now you got it. You wanted their attention, now you got it. Now the stock is $36.
It's over, man. And I've been trying to tell them they don't want to hear me now. I don't think they want to hear no shit. We got to say
I know they don't want to. They don't want to hear from nobody that's talking shit.
And I can imagine if you in a trade and shit feeling bad. See, I think what the death blow was when that bitch was $42. They thought that bitch was about to lift off. And when that bitch is taking a turn for the worse now, that's hurting some ape soul right now.
Do me a favor. Pull up on the big screen and give me a picture of Suge Knight, please. I want a picture of Suge Knight. I don't give a fuck what picture it is, just any picture. Okay? You motherfuckers done blew up the spot. You done fucked up the game for everybody. That's what y'all did, man. Tire Bull and Trey and all these motherfuckers getting on TV, and you motherfuckers are still in the middle of a motherfucking war. Okay? Look at this guy. Okay? Look at Suge. Okay? Pull up a big picture. Pull up one. Anyone. I don't give a shit whichever one. Whatever one you want to pull up. Okay? Look at this guy. I want you guys to take a real good look at this guy. Okay? Okay? I want you to take a real good look at this gentleman. Do you think Trey Trades would be able to survive this guy right here if he told this guy to buy a fucking stock at $60 fucking dollars? What the fuck you think this guy's gonna do? Can somebody please tell me? What the fuck are you gonna do? You think you can tell a gamma squeeze and a 002 threshold and DTCC to this guy? and he's
He gonna
down
smoke your
half his
ass.
bag.
He gonna smoke your ass like that cigar.
Okay, he gonna take a piss in the toilet, and after he get done taking the piss in the toilet, he gonna dump Trey Trey's head in that motherfucker. Okay, that's what the fuck he gonna do. He gonna dump him in. He gonna dump his head in the toilet. Him and Titan going to the toilet. Okay, that's real. Okay. Trey's and Cat is going in the motherfucking toilet.
Hey, he said Shug is the hair for the vanilla ice is the
Yeah, exactly.
He gonna wring your motherfucking pockets out. He come around that bitch, gonna grab you by the legs, tear you upside down, and shake everything about your pocket.
Fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all know y'all niggas ain't never sold no dope before. I'm gonna have to say the Apes ain't never sold no dope before. Straight the fuck up. You dealing with the feds. I ain't a drug dealer in the United States of America ain't scared of feds.
Exactly.
They don't want to see the feds. They don't want to see them niggas. Okay? Y'all niggas ain't never sold no dope before. See, if y'all sold some dope, you would have known that once the feds got involved and they had an unlimited supply of funds, nigga, they would have been like, shit. If the Apes was full of drug dealers, they would have been out at $70.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No doubt about it. I put any amount of money on that.
And 70 was a good bag if you got it at the right price.
Yep.
And say if you even got it at $30-some, you bought the hype, you still down there doubled up your paper. Shit, fuck it. It's better than the position you in right now. You might only be up $5-6 per share. If you was bought it in the 30s, if you bought it in the 40s, shit, it's going down from here. Either way.
So where do we see tomorrow? What is going to happen for the end of the week tomorrow? What do we see? What up, Cesar? What's up? What's going on?
What's happening? We good, bruh.
And for everybody that's watching, make sure, please, you know what I'm saying, y'all subscribe to our channel. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get y'all with the real shit.
And we're going to drop the link for the last. We're going to be on here like another half hour. We're just
Okay.
I think y'all motherfuckers get down and do what y'all do on this bitch.
Yeah, and go to our motherfucking Twitter account and follow us.
Follow.
You know what I'm saying? Follow King Marco the Third, all one word. You know what I'm saying? King Marco the Third, all one word. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. Just go on Twitter, and
You might as well follow the Twitter, dumb, and they get to see you from the Twitter. Follow the Twitter. Follow the Twitter. Follow the 10% Twitter. Your name already be on there. It'd be easier to follow you because they can see that you're a follower of the Twitter. It's easier to link you like that.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all get on that.
He said, been here since it was $5. So you up a little bank, but
a lot of money.
Oh, okay. Tell me this. Hit the link. Anybody who want to jump on this bitch, hit the link and talk about it. But if not, we can talk on the chat. But how you feeling about it right now, C's? Because the temperature I'm getting from the Apes, I think the Apes is getting a little weary about this shit. Now I don't blame y'all. Like I said, I'd have been out this shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's y'all money. Y'all do what y'all want, of course. But we just here to spread the knowledge. We've been saying this shit has been a falling knife from since we done came around. How many shares you got too, bro?
$5. You was in there. You was in real good, boy.
Hell yeah, that's a hell of a position. He had at 70, he was up what, $65 fucking a share?
Hell yeah. No, it went to 78. So shit, he was up $70 damn near. He was up $70. That boy was
How many shares you got, bro?
That boy was getting real good. Shit. God damn, boy.
Hell yeah, $5, man. You got in. That's prime real estate right there, baby.
Boy.
For real.
Shit.
So even right now,
was up 6,000 when it was at 70.
That's it? You ain't got a lot of shares, huh?
He probably didn't have a lot of shares.
How many shares you got, bro?
He probably had like 120 shares or something like that. Yeah, like 7. Okay, yeah, like 70.
Okay, that ain't bad. That wasn't bad off 70 shares of what? 70 shares times 5. That was only what, 350?
Yep. So you
Oh
got
hell yeah. That was a nice put like this. He can hold. He ain't really got shit in that motherfucker no way.
Yeah, that's true. I would still take that money though.
I mean, I would too.
Shit. Now I got 184 shares. At what price?
So you averaged up. Hit that link. Whoever wanted to jump on.
He got $100. He got $110. He got 100. He bought another 110 shares. He bought another 110 shares. Shit. Man. Man. You gotta take some money off the table. You gotta at least take back your initial investment. This right here, I don't know. 5,000 invested in the AFC. Wow. Wow, you must have bought that motherfucker high, man. Oh, you got $5,000 invested? Shit, you must have bought that bitch higher than motherfucker. Damn. 5,000? What the fuck is going on? You said you got $5,000 invested in the AMC.
How you feel about it, C's?
You're only 19.
Oh, that's what's up. You a young cat. You know the good thing about it, you investing at a young age. I respect that, bro.
Yep.
So even if it do go bad for you, you got plenty of time, bro. It don't even matter for you. You will learn a valuable lesson about this shit, though. I tell you that.
Lesson on this, yeah, that's the truth, though. I mean, you gonna learn.
But you know what? At 19, I wasn't even thinking about investing, bro. So I respect the fact.
I just didn't have the money to do it. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
I respect the fact that you fucking with it right now.
Yeah. So yeah, you got some growing pains.
Give you 5-10 years. By the time you 30, you gonna have a big bankroll.
Yeah. Don't let this thing deter you though. If you lose,
Hell no.
Your shirt with this, even if you lose it, you know what I'm saying. You still get back in that motherfucker.
You at the right place. This is where the money at, but you just playing the game wrong right now. That's all it is. Yeah, this definitely where the bread at.
Well, he ain't wrong technically until this.
I mean, getting in at $5, it was definitely money to be made. But see, he was following the hype, believing that squeeze shit. But at 70, even at $50, hell, right now, shit.
So I mean, he ain't lost nothing.
No,
He's still up. You know what I'm saying?
So how you feel about it, Caesar? Are you feeling the same about it, or are you feeling a little weary on the shit because these motherfuckers pushing this shit and they really some con artists? I mean, how you feeling about it? Hey, click the link if you want to jump on. Man, I just did like 3,500 AMC. And it only got me 100 shares. So how you feeling about it though, bro? Hit the link. You can hit the stream yard and jump on here and talk. You ain't got to show you a picture, or you can just talk in the chat room. It don't matter, bro, but it's open. But like I said, bro, I really respect the fact that you trading at such a young age, bro. I'll tip my hat to you for that. Much wiser man than I was at 19, bro. Much wiser man. But yeah, man, these guys, I personally believe it. Like I said, no, I mean, I can't 100% sure say that I'm right, but I believe these guys they about the wrong thing. The trades, the MAC cords. AMC is gonna be bigger than GME, no doubt. So what you see this bitch going? Man, me too. Jump on, Aaron, if you want to. You see the link? Yeah. He said, Caesar was talking about AMC gonna be bigger than GME, no doubt. I don't know, bruh.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that one.
I sold drugs at 19. That's what. Hey, but hey, everybody got a story, my boy, my baby. Everybody got a story, bruh. Exactly. We sure didn't, but we sure didn't. It wasn't that easy at 19. If you wanted to find some shit out, it was way harder to find shit out.
Yep.
Now it's just at the push of the finger.
Mm-hmm. Man, I wish I could be 19 right now. Shit. I'll be
Okay,
willing to bet money.
Bet AB. I'll be willing to bet money on that. Damn, you that confident, C's? That's how you feel, big homie? Hey, I respect your confidence, but hey, what make you think that y'all gonna beat the hedge funds like that? What make you think y'all got more juice than them? How y'all gonna be able to knock them off? Let me know, bro. In your opinion, I respect everybody's opinion. I want to see your take on that, though. What make you think y'all gonna be able to beat them for their money? Because y'all gonna put a big dent in their pockets if this shit go the way they say. And what's your exit price? See? Where you thinking this thing can go? Because you said way past GameStop. What GameStop was $400. He thinking like a stack or better. That's what that shit sound like to me.
I hope not. I hope not. That boy, I hope he's thinking that is going.
And Trey was talking big boy shit that day.
Gamma squeezing. Now check this out. We were up $8.47 on the day, meaning we started off at about $35 or so. And if you look at this $35 strike all the way up to the $43 strike, you've got a lot of activity here. I mean, that's a crap ton of activity. 2003, 4, 8, 5, 4, 3, 3, 14. 14,000 overall.
Just watch the chat, Marco, because when I'm playing the video, I can't see.
You know, options at this call option $40 strike is pretty significant, and that's only the 23 July expiration. Who knows how many there are beyond this? I'd have to look into it more, but nonetheless, I think you saw a lot of gamma squeeze today play into the overall price action. The majority of people either A, held on to those, or B,
he called the gamma squeeze.
They sold them, they likely bought stock, the underlying stock, because this is trading still, I think, pretty cheap right now. $32. I think that was the beautiful opportunity. If you're able to catch it, I missed it by like 50 cents, 90 cents, something like that. I said $32 is going to be the bottom, hit 31.10. That was a great dip buy opportunity. But I really do think, like I've said for the past week.
So he's telling people to load up at 32, huh?
Yeah, but he ain't telling you that he swing traded it.
Exactly.
The end of the bear phase is here. I think.
You hear what this man just said?
It's really done. I said last week, I hit 31.10. That was a great dip buy opportunity. But I really do think, like I've said for the past week, the end of the bear phase is here. I think it's really done. I said last week, I think it had 1 or 2 more days of bear cycle, and so it shall be, right? It ended up coming to fruition. You got the end. You got a little bit of the trading sideways, finding that comfort zone at the bottom of that $32 level of support, and now it's at $43. Now, does this mean it's going to rip tomorrow? I can't guarantee you that. But what I do think you're about to watch happen is the next extension of the bull cycle. How long is it going to last? 1 week, 2 weeks? That's about how long this last one was. But what you're looking for is just a continuous stair-stepping of higher lows and higher highs. This was parabolic growth today. You're not going to get that every single day. You're not. That's okay. What you're looking for is to continuously stair-step new bases, new levels of support, and continue to higher.
Now, he was betting that this bitch was going to run.
Yep.
After the,
you heard what he said. He says at the beginning of the bull phase. And this kind of don't sound the same as what the fuck he was saying.
He's sitting out there lying, talking about this is the beginning of a run, and it's been going down. It's been down ever since. You damn near lost all that weight back. In the last 2 days. You lost all that weight back. If it was a scam, if it was a real squeeze, it shouldn't have lost all. It shouldn't have lost like no $8.
And see, Trey tell you to buy in at $32. He keep on setting you up for the whammy, and then change his tone the next time you jump on lock.
We go upside level of support, and that's really what you're watching happen right now, which is a freaking beautiful thing to see. And the after hours up 0.26%, volume's coming back. You have this beautiful freaking bowl of descending volume, followed by a slow uptick in volume, starting to find that new sort of next wave of energy, next wave of volume after that volume exhaustion. This is beautiful. I mean, this is really good. This is exciting. This is something to get excited about, guys. I mean, I can't put any other way than that. It's just a good day. It's a good day. Celebrate the little wins. You know, this isn't anything to freaking write home about. Maybe some people made some good money on call options today. Were able to buy some more shares. Maybe you're just excited that the red phase came to a little bit of a break, a little bit of an end.
He said the shorts haven't covered. That's his answer.
Yeah.
That's what he's. No, that's Cesar Morales. This is the answer.
Oh, referring to your past question. The reason why I'm so short, simple shorts. Y'all got the same. That answer ain't gonna be good enough, bro. You gonna find it out.
Just celebrate it. Celebrate the little wins, man. It's really about the journey, and this is a part of the journey. So that's what I've got for you guys. Blah blah blah. Don't spill. Drop it like a subscribe, my friends. Catch you on the next one.
And see that. So Trey was real up, and we gonna show you what we was on that day.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, Caesar. I'm sorry. I've been hearing that for quite some time.
Is this the one again?
Been hearing that quite some time, big dog.
Yep. You already know the motherfucking name, man. I ain't even saying that shit no more, man. This how we came, y'all.
Building. Here to give you
Have you seen the share shorty
in the world?
Okay,
and tonight
what's
I guess we're gonna talk about that stock AMC once more.
This how we came today when that stock was up.
Had a good day today, I guess.
Them boys had a party today, man.
The motherfuckers was happy to the motherfucker today. They was real happy today.
This what we talked to y'all that day. This how we talked to y'all.
It's what, $8?
I'm about to pull it up.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes, up $8.50, almost $9. Well, looking at this, I call this a pump fake. That's what I call this. I call this a straight pump fake.
How many people you think got excited and bought some more today?
Oh, they bought some more for sure. They feeling real good today. Everybody
that's like the AGs want them to.
Yep, they feeling real good today. Okay, they thinking, oh yeah, it got up $8 a day. This motherfucker on his way back. Yeah, I don't know about being on his way back. He had a good day today, but just because a stock have a good day don't mean that motherfucker ain't coming down. A lot of stocks that did a slow death, they had days like this.
You know, talk to him, Marco. Trey just got a cat. It's a dead cat bounce. Ain't that got a ear?
Yeah, that's here.
That's what this is.
Yeah, that's a dead cat bounce. That's what I look at this.
What was we telling y'all? What we tell them, Marco? What we tell them?
They already know. They already know. There's a dead cat bounce. Everybody know it. Okay.
Short shares. See, Bot gonna give you. He gonna give you the facts. Bot gonna let y'all know. Bot gonna talk to y'all.
Yeah, Bot school Caesar. He
exactly.
He new to the room. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. Bot got all that. Bot got the skinny on everything. Now let's
J-Rob, if you in this motherfucker, you school him too.
Yeah.
Y'all had about 2 weeks worth of pressure. You know what I think this is though? I think this is a setup for a fucked up earnings. That's what I'm thinking this is.
When do they report earnings?
The 4th. They report the earnings on the 4th.
It's the 20th, so in like a couple weeks almost.
Yep, that's a couple weeks off. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's like 2 weeks. So Yeah. So
setting them up for the whammy.
yeah, they setting them up for the whammy. I believe. I believe this is a play for the earnings. And everybody think, oh yeah, we got the earnings. They just they bought 2 brand new buildings and everything like that. And let me tell you something. What I think though, personal. This is what I think they're doing. I think AMC, Adam Aaron, and those crooks over there, they bought those two. They bought those 2 brand new buildings, right? Only to entice somebody stupid enough to buy that company. Okay, they want to build up assets and everything, and make sure they own an up and up that'll make a company want to buy them out, like a Netflix or Amazon or something like that.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. But that's what they're doing.
So they flirt.
Yep.
They try to make themselves attractive for somebody.
For somebody stupid enough to buy them, but ain't nobody gonna buy it. Okay, nobody's gonna buy AMC. That's my personal opinion. But this earnings play, this whole thing going up is a earnings is gonna drop it all the way down on the 4th. I can see it. I can smell it. It's probably gonna run a little bit. Now I'm looking at this whole thing. It's probably gonna run just a little bit where it goes up. Probably where's it at? 43.
Oh, no. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back and look at it. So where we headed, everybody?
That this probably gonna run. It's gonna run between 43 and maybe it might inch back close to $50.
What'd you think about that, Marco? Now revisiting this,
I probably was a little off. I tried to give him a little bit of hope that day. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give him a little hope. I guess I was a little off that day, but hey, I can't be right on everything. But I am right on the long term on this motherfucker. This bitch is going all the way down to the ground. We might see AMC at 35 cents.
It's gonna be playing around between 43 and 50, and people gonna be thinking that the earnings is gonna be the thing that drive it, push it all the way back up. But that earnings is gonna be fucked up.
So what you saying? This bitch gonna touch 50?
I mean, it could. I think it's gonna tinker around right now. Looking at it now, because that earnings is coming up real soon. And I know they're gonna give a weak ass guidance for that motherfucker. That guidance is gonna be weak.
Good looking, Caesar. I appreciate that.
Beginning of the big tank.
Yep. And God forbid, like companies like BlackRock and Vanguard pulls out at the last minute. You wake up one day and hear that Vanguard and BlackRock done sold their position. What you think will happen to that stock then?
Timber. You hear me? Oh, very bad.
So, moving forward, today was a dead cat bounce. This motherfucker, I know people right now, the people that's in, they feel relieved today, boy. They can watch the NBA finals and
y'all was feeling good, well, y'all. Well, you would have thought that motherfucker was today, the way these motherfuckers was acting right there. And I got attacked. I was out here fighting for my life. These motherfuckers, they don't want to have today. I ain't seen so many apes come out like today. So you know what that tells me? They got them boys feeling good.
They feeling real good.
Let that bitch go $3-4 more tomorrow. They gonna have my face on milk cartons, man.
And the sad part about it, this motherfucker ain't even $50.
That's what I'm saying. $42 fucking dollars, and these bitches is dancing out here.
Where the gamma squeeze? Where the fucking squeeze that's we're supposed to go take this bitch to $350? Where that bitch at? Show me where that's at. I don't know where the fuck they getting off thinking that, oh, we up $8 today. We good. We getting money. My account sitting tall. You know what I'm saying?
Them
$43.
Trey done put that little skinny ass, that little 3-pound cat on TV today, man. That's the most little motherfucking skinniest cat I ain't seen, man.
And you know Trey's a piece of shit. Trey I'm gonna tell you why he's a piece of shit. Okay.
Hey, yo, Mike. Hey, yo, Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, Trey is a piece of shit simply because every time that cat is around him, it's only around him because he holding that motherfucker. Okay, that cat right there.
That motherfucker was biting on his head like, bitch, let me go.
Yeah,
That motherfucker cat don't even like Trey.
That cat don't even like Trey. You know, animals they know a good-hearted person when they got that sense in them. They ain't fucking with you if you a piece of shit nigga. And I think Trey is a piece of shit nigga. For real, man. He really is. Straight the fuck up. That cat don't like him, man. The only time that cat is around him is when he holding. If you put the cat down, he walking away from his ass.
At the end of the last video, come on, Titan. That little motherfucker was trying to get out the crib.
Yeah. That want nothing to do with Trey. I'm cool. You already know right there, that motherfucker ain't shit.
Yeah, that cat don't fuck with Trey like that, man.
No, I'm cool. Titan. That's a whack name for a cat, dog. I'm sorry, that's just a whack ass name. I can't even name my.
And you ever notice like how just so attached Trey is to that cat, man? We gonna go to this man Twitter page, man. This motherfucker, man. Trey, now he done found a whole new love. Tight.
I guess that's the only person that can like him. You gotta go get it. You gotta get
that cat don't like him. That cat biting the shit. He flexing his cars. I buy a car when there's momentum to take advantage of momentum. Exercise for lot profits and grab more shares. Friendly reminder: since we ripped today, calls expired. Stocks doesn't have a plan. Stocks doesn't have a plan. So it seems to me like he flexing like he done bought some motherfucking cars.
So what?
I mean, he makes some money on the motherfuckers if he done sold out them bitches. If he bought the cars when that shit was tanking, and right now.
But why would he sell out? Why would he sell though? He should be buying the
he might not sell his cars yet because if he feel it's gonna go up, I don't know if he sold them bitches yet or not. Pretty freaking decent.
How convenient! Now he's showing his whatchamacallit.
Man, we was calling for him to show his position. Then he just started showing his position. Hey, yep. Trey, we got the joystick now.
Yeah.
Nah. Look at that. 20%. Still not a dead cat. Oh yeah, it's a dead cat, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Look at that cat. He ready to get the fuck out of there now. Like, man, get the fuck up off me. That's what that cat like.
That cat don't want nothing to do with him, man.
I don't think it's coincidence. I found Titan on Sunday and Monday and Tuesdays having good days. Now since you done motherfucker stole a cat from your neighbor, now all of a sudden it's cool. Now y'all to the promised land.
So my question is, this is the question I'll ask Trey. Did you get your cat them shots yet? Did you claim ownership of? Did you claim ownership of that cat? Because I'm damn near about ready to call the Humane Society on his motherfucking.
Look how little that motherfucking cat is, man.
Okay, I don't know if he got his shots.
You can hold that motherfucking cat with 2 fingers, man. That motherfucker little.
Everything, man. I'm about to call Humane Society on him, man. I don't think that cat got his shots yet. Everything. I don't think that motherfucker been to the vet. I want to see Trey take that cat to the vet, take Titan to the vet. That's what he need to be doing. I mean, if you taking the cat off the street, right? Wouldn't that be the first thing you do is take him to the vet? Has he taking this cat to the vet?
He should have been taking care of that business.
Okay, because I don't know if he took that cat to the vet. Okay, because you took the cat from outside, right? That's what they said, right?
So okay. They say.
Okay, so if I take the cat from outside, ain't no way he coming in my motherfucking house with he ain't got no shots. Exactly. He ain't been checked out. Nigga, is you crazy? I'm about to call the motherfucking Humane Society on that nigga, man. Fuck that, man. I'm about to call it.
Damn,
Trey, tell me what city you in. I want to know what city you in because I'm calling the Humane Society of that city for that cat on everything, man. Okay, you can't fool me with that cat. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Damn, Titan.
I don't think Titan has been properly cared for. I need some paperwork. I need some paperwork on Titan. Nigga, fuck that. Since you in the show of paperwork now. Since you in the show of paperwork, show me the paperwork on Titan. Straight the fuck up, man. I need that paperwork. Fuck out of here. Talking about you took in a stray cat. Nigga, please. Who you think you talking to?
Yeah, Trey, man. That's what we doing now, man. And this one video, I'm trying to really go to this one video, man. This dude, he really playing this cat for what it's worth, man. Can we please say boom, boom, cat? He getting these motherfuckers so hyped. And watch, when this shit go down, watch how his Twitter feed when it start going down. It ain't gonna be like this.
And look at Matt's Twitter feed today. Hey,
Trey, my dude.
Where the fuck was Trey when the shit was going down? When the shit was down, we could find that motherfucker.
Blind, having surgery, something or something. Finding cats. Like I said, he found a cat at what, $32. I said it's $17. He gonna get a foster kid.
Yeah.
At $5, he gonna be Gandhi. I'm telling you, brother.
That motherfucker, but now he getting the cat.
I'm telling you, man.
All right, man. All right, dude. For real. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Trey.
But hell, what you know, old man Short Jenkins still hasn't learned his lesson. Trey. All this shit is just a sucker.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to formation with me this morning. I don't even see that fucking cat. Guess when you, man, that cat little as fuck, man. Trey, when the last time that cat ate, my nigga?
That nigga ain't eat nothing.
Let's keep it a bean, Trey.
I bet you got Titan sleeping outside. I bet you little Titan sleeping. Yeah, I bet you got that motherfucker in the doghouse. He ain't got him with a cat house. He got him in a doghouse.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That motherfucker got that cat sleeping outside. All right, Titan. Come on, Betty. Come on. He opened up that motherfucking door. And the sad part about it, little Titan got to deal with the raccoons and shit. He got to deal with the motherfucking raccoons and sit in the backyard waiting on him.
That cat little bit of bitch too.
He little bit of motherfucker. That mother fight for his life when he sit out there with Trey Kiki ball at night time.
That cat ain't nothing but a prop for the camera, Trey. Yep. We already know what it is.
Cut it off.
That's a little alley cat that you've been feeding. I guess you feed. I don't even think you feeding it.
That ain't no
motherfucker.
Well,
no, that's an expensive cat. I don't know how the fuck he got his hands on that cat. You know what? It's probably his neighbor cat that he used for video purposes. You ever thought about that?
Nah, that's his cat. It's his cat. I'm gonna say it is.
You say he got that motherfucker sleeping outside, neglecting that little motherfucker, ain't feeding him or nothing.
Yep.
Now he showed his position here, all because we was calling for transparency amongst the apes. Cause y'all scream for transparency, but y'all don't want to give none. I don't understand that. That's y'all main thing is transparency, but we don't know what Matt hold. You done show some little shit that you probably done sold already.
Already.
But at least you trying. After we call for transparency, we cleaning up the apes, y'all. Y'all see what's going on right in front y'all eyes?
We the ape police.
Next up, I want that paperwork.
Hey, you heard that, man.
Paperwork. I want that paperwork on Titan.
You heard that, man.
Or everything. I want paperwork. I want to see where that little motherfucker sleeping at night. Okay, that's what I want to know. Okay, I want to know where Titan's sleeping at. Since you like doing since you like showing people how you live. Where Titan living at? Titan sleeping with the raccoon?
Probably, yeah. Look at this. This right here. Now this motherfucker making videos, man. Come on, Trey. Look, that cat get out of his way. As soon as he get the fuck away from Trey, look at him. Can I make a break for her? That's what Titan think. I can get the fuck.
I get out of here. I get the fuck out of here, man. I'm trying to get out of here.
Look at it.
Is this a baby? Is this a baby cat?
I'm telling you, that's a full-grown cat. That cat, I'm telling you, you can hold that cat with 2 fingers, man. That little motherfucker, he 3 pounds, man. I ain't never seen a cat that little, man. His tail, the biggest thing on it. He all tail, no body.
That motherfucker frail, man.
Look at it. He's trying to make a run for it. He figuring which way is out.
You don't trust him at all. No. Go back to that. He don't trust him at all. Look how his hand is when he be petting me. Look at his hand. That motherfucker trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
You don't know where to go. See, look at this. Watch his hand. Watch that. See,
that cat don't trust him.
That cat do not trust him. That motherfucker,
doing these little fake ass videos, tight like, man, get the fuck up off me, man.
Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Nah, I ain't falling for the games, Trey. I ain't falling for it. Cut it out. You ain't fooling me with no cat.
And Apes, so y'all ready to celebrate?
Y'all happy?
Y'all, one thing about y'all got some bad little bitches. Hey, Tar, come fuck with a real nigga. You hear me? Hey. I seen you on Fox News. You was looking good in the motherfucker, baby. Come fuck with a real nigga. Them boys is soft as dogs.
Tar, boy.
Come fuck with a real nigga. I be on NIGGA. We can get drunk and smoke weed all day, baby. You hear me? I'm coming to the Apes Fest to look for you, baby. I got a thing for you. I'm adding you on Twitter tonight too, baby. Let's get it.
Go add it on. Go add it on, man.
Let's get it, my nigga.
I can dig that.
Hey, we cleaning up the Apes, baby. Don't you see we got Trey showing his positions? Just think me and you together, baby. We can make power moves. Put me on there with Charles. Hey, put Marco on with Charles. We'll come on and pop that motherfucking shit.
They ain't gonna want us at that motherfucking show.
Hey, Chuck, go fuck with some real niggas. Hey,
yeah.
Go fuck with some real niggas, Chuck. These other motherfuckers don't bring it right, man. And they Catholic.
So, if there was a day fest, would you have showed up?
Hell yeah. If they do decide to do an A-Fest, I'm coming. You know, I told you who I'm coming looking for. I know she gonna be there.
Well, she said she don't want no motherfucking nigga like you that's outside of the Apes. What you gonna say to her then?
Too bad for you, baby. I would have changed your life. I'd had you walking a little funny, but I'm talking about you got over it, baby.
I can dig that.
Now I'm talking about, hey, hit my DM, baby. Me and you need to talk about some shit, for real. On the up and up. 100. What you say, my nigga?
So you'll show to the Apes Fest?
Tar Bull, baby. That's where I'm going. And I want to look, you know what? I want to look Trey. Hey. I want to look Trey in the eye.
Shit. The only way you look at him in the eye, that bitch better be $700 a share. That'd be the only way that motherfucker look you in the eye. Okay. Nigga, that bitch be down to $9.52. Nigga. That nigga, you won't be able to find that nigga. Trey who? We don't know Trey.
Hell no, that motherfucker gonna be in the first thing smoking about that bitch.
Okay.
Not even there, not out that bitch. He not gonna be nowhere to be found. Period. You know how Trey he get ghosts real quick. He gonna say Titan that ran away. He gotta find Titan.
Yeah, he gotta find Titan. No, Titan Suddenly died.
Titan. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Titan dead. Titan is dead. He come on the line, guys. It's with Titan's dead.
Hey, you. We got to do the sniff now. That's the
Titan is dead. He be going on that motherfucker crying. Stock down to $16, and he talking about Titan dead. Titan dead. Titan is out.
good luck, Caesar. He probably did.
You said it again.
Yeah, he saying Basha though. Check that. Oh, Aaron, oh shit. What up, though?
Hey, what up, yo? How you guys doing tonight?
We good.
Chilling, bro. What's going on?
Hey, I just want to say I can see Trey being that dude that's like drowning his kitty in the bathtub and crying like, "I love you so much," and just drowning in the bathtub, you know?
Yeah, he a crazy motherfucker, man.
And the other thing when I was watching, I was sitting there thinking is, why is he buying calls and the shit? Doesn't they always say buy the shares? It fucking helps.
Exactly.
You know, like, why are you buying calls? Why are you not just buying shares with that money that you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need if we want this to happen. What calls don't do nothing for this.
Exactly.
Calls
unless
are like
they exercise it at the end. I guess you can exercise it and choose to buy the shares, but other than that, if they just trading in out them options, that's not doing nothing but lining their pockets. It's not doing nothing for the shares.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like when you play blackjack, right? Sometimes they have a side game. It doesn't affect the other game. It's just you play that side game and it just affects that. It just plays off the momentum of the other game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I used to go play blackjack. They had this Lucky Ladies. And if you got 20, depending on how it fell, you got different odds back. So you would put 5 on that and then 5 on the blackjack. And that way, if you hit big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it didn't like affect the normal game. You understand? So that's all this. That's all the side bet. This, all the options, all the calls, all the puts. That's just side game shit. That if you're really about the cause, then you shouldn't be playing that fucking shit. You should just be buying the stock with everything you got, right?
You would think. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But what do I know? I'm just a poor white dude in the middle of nowhere. So
what you think? You think the Apes are still feeling this strong? I think they might be. They might be weakening a little bit.
I think this is the thing. I don't think the stock itself is the con. I think everything going around it is the con. So there's, if people like me feel like me, is like, I think a lot of people from what I've seen kind of feel like me, or in a similar way, that I got in low, I'm up. You know, it's a 50-50 shot at this point whether it's going to happen or not. Where'd Marco go?
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like a 50-50 shot on whether it's going to happen or not at this point. And if you're up, you might as well hold on and see what happens. Because if you sell now and it happens, you're going to regret it for the rest of your fucking life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, until it gets down to like levels near where I bought in, I'm probably going to stay in. And like today was a down day, but I don't care about the up and down. The only thing I care is when this thing fucking takes off. You understand what I'm saying? Like Jackson, that dude I pointed you guys out to yesterday that got into it with Matt on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I seen dude before.
Yeah.
So they was on Twitter going back and forth. What was they saying?
Well, Jackson put up something, I don't know what it was, and Matt said he was putting up disinformation, and Jackson came out back at him and said, "You put up Ortex information every day. That's incomplete. So what are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying?
So that's what that dude was talking about, that Ortex shit on Matt Twitter. I seen somebody say that on Matt Twitter.
So he was like, and then Matt, you know, came back at him, went back and forth, but Jackson said on there that he's like, I told Matt we could call or handle this in DMs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk this out. And he said, I'm good. So that's what kids do. And that's what they are. That's what I've been saying the whole time. They're fucking kids, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fucking kids. And they got in too deep. And like, look, all the rah-rah bullshit doesn't help. Because once if this starts dipping down back to the levels where we bought in, most people are out. And they're not going to come back for this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So, because there's a lot of people that feel the same way we do. Why is a porn star on fucking Fox News? Why is there super chats? Why is there a fucking film being made? Why is there an Ape Fest? Why is all this shit that's asking for more money outside the cause? If it's about the cause, then you shouldn't.
That money need to be going into the cause versus that other shit.
Exactly. And that's what GameStop. That's the difference between GameStop and this, is that GameStop happened so quick and out of nowhere that people didn't have time to form a grift off it. And it's just like any movement. Eventually, it gets co-opted by fucking bad actors, you know, and it becomes a corporate thing, like the you know, all the merchandise being sold and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this 8 Fest shit. It's all like corporate type shit. We're not. The point of this was supposed to be we're better than the hedge funds and the stock market traders, right? We're better people than them. But all this shows is we're
just like them.
fucking same. Yeah, you're the fucking same. So how are we any better? That's what makes me feel dirty about this whole thing now. Was like, I believed in the initial message, and that's what I bought. I've never fallen for a con in my life, by the way. Never once has somebody gotten money from me that I, you know, like I didn't know what I was getting out of. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a pretty straight up person, you know. I've never fallen for a con. When I saw this play, I looked at it like the movie said. They got in early, and it's the same as being wrong. And now it's just a battle of attrition of who gives out first at this point. And it's getting longer and longer, and the longer it goes on, and the longer the thing about Trey and Matt and all the YouTubers really is all this rah-rah bullshit brought all this attention. Well, with attention comes scrutiny. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if we would just kept our mouth shut, everybody be making money right now. This probably would have already happened. This probably would have already fucking happened.
I can believe that.
Yeah, so that's where I get like, y'all are just riding like Adam, and you know, I sent you that thing on Adam, with the CEO pay, right?
Oh, he was like the top 2 or some shit, wasn't he? He was like in the top.
Yeah, put that shit up if you got it. Put that shit
All
up.
right, give me 1 second, I'll put it up.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be bossy, but like this makes a point of him being like he's for the little guys. If he's really for the little guys, tell me this dude. When you see this, tell me this dude is for the little guys. Right there, yes. Whoop.
Oh, my bad. I know.
Sorry.
Boom.
So Dan Price, and he's a CEO from Seattle who made all these changes, paid his employees better, took a cut in his salary. He only takes 70 grand a year in his salary. And he gets a lot, you know, his business has nothing but improved since he's given back to his employees. This dude, Adam Aaron, who says he loves the little guys so much, look at the discrepancy from CEO to medium pay for employees, right? Who's second on that fucking list? AMC at 3,801 to 1 for each person in that fucking company. That's ridiculous, right? This guy is supposed to be the guy you guys are telling me are fighting for the little guys.
You said it's 300. What the fuck? 300,000. I mean,
30,000. It's 3,000. 30,000.
Yeah,
I mean,
3,000.
Okay. So take an employee's average wage and multiply that by that 3,803 number, and that's what CEO Adam gets paid.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I believed in the fight was for. You understand what I'm saying? Was to take some money away from these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then when I talk about pushing for better pay and better wages, this is the path to it. And I know like people disagree with me on that and shit, but this is how they only understand the language of money. You understand what I'm saying? So this is how we fight back against it. But with all this grift and all this co-opting going on, besides it's turned into everything else. It's turned into another Black Lives Matter movement who started out with a good cause, but then it got co-opted and a bunch of bad actors and grifters came along, and now everybody fucking hates it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be whatever, but that's basically what's happened. Is I think a lot of people, after all the stuff that happened with the cops this year, were on Black Lives Matter side. But then you had these bad actors coming in and starting riots. You understand what I'm saying? Then you get co-opted by the NBA, and like you can't relax. Bill Burr actually said something on his podcast about the media. About, I don't know if you guys follow Bill Burr at all, but he's a great comedian. You guys will really like him. He was actually one of the writers on Chappelle's show. But anyway, he said that basically the media feeds off of fear, and it's like wants you to, if you're gunning in your mouth by the end of the news, they're not doing their job. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what it says. So that's what happens is you get, you know, Black Lives Matter causing riots, and then you get people coming on and saying, oh, they're causing riots and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trying to cause more division. And then they let the Trumpers walk in the White House. So that just fueled the race war that they're trying to perpetuate just to keep us from the real war, which is poor versus rich, which is the haves versus have-nots. That's all it is. It's all fucking games and noise, and it's just another version of a grift. You know what I'm saying? And then people are so cult-like these days, they just fall into these groups, and then you have the haves and have-nots, and then you have the brainwashed followers of the haves that attack all the have-nots again. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's ridiculous. It's just, the whole thing is ridiculous. I really wish people would wake the fuck up. I mean, corporations treat people horrible. Look at Frito-Lay. They've had worker strikes going on because they've had people working for 6 or 7 months straight, 12 hours a day for 7 days a week for 7 months.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like something
crazy.
fucking? And we complain about other countries. Doesn't that sound like something China or one of those fucking countries would do?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Like
saying?
a sweatshop or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is what we've turned into. We're a third world country right now. Look at how many homeless people are in the streets. Look at the amount of medical debt everybody gets. I mean, my credit sucks, but it's really just because of medical debt, because I've had to go to the hospital a few times in my life, but the bills are so fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, you know, I know you guys are not about the stock, and I understand that, but that's the reason why I got into this. And I think a lot of people got into it for similar reasons, of feeling a way of fighting back against Wall Street, at least. But the longer this goes on, and the longer the grift and the side money goes on, it just makes us all look fucking dirty.
But then, just think about that Wall Street conspiracy. You already know what y'all up against.
Yeah. And hey, you know what? You might be right about CB Payne too, because why else would he put a fucking porn star on TV talking about this stock? And then you got Jim Cramer calling our community toxic, right? So that stuff, you were right on about them not getting sympathy from people. Everybody that loses out on this will just be like, "Oh, you bunch of suckers." That's all it'll be. And then
remember, Jim Cramer was a part of that other shit the last time motherfuckers got sick, right?
Exactly, right? So now you have CB Payne letting these bad actors on TV, these grifters. You know what I mean? Like, if he really wanted, there's plenty of people on Twitter and shit that are not asking for money that he could have invited on that show, but they invite the ones on that are making money off the side of this.
Or they just offering Trey, who is clearly a bad actor. Like the worst actor.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you got the worst motherfucker, period.
I think Matt's a little worse than Trey, honestly. But that's
really? How? I mean,
because Matt, the super, at least Trey doesn't ask for super chats. Trey could ask for super chats and get a shit ton more money. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't really hear Matt asking for him. It's just there and they giving it to him. I mean,
but if you open it up to it, that means you're willing to take it. You understand? That means you're willing. I understand, like, but to me, it's just like, if you're really about the cause, why are you even putting that on there? Why is that even open for people to give you money? Why are you? Because it's not the same as walking up and asking somebody for $1. Like, you see homeless people, right? And sometimes the guy's got the change cup and ask you for change, right? And he'll come up and ask you. And then you'll have these guys on the side of the road with a sign by the Walmarts and shit that'll be like asking for money. That's what that is. That's what the super chats is. It's a guy on the corner of the Walmart asking for money. You understand what I'm saying? So how is that not? I know, but I'm just saying, like, and I'm not trying to. Just to me, it's like, you guys aren't about the stock and the cause, so I'm not like disparaging.
But my thing is with that. Say if Matt was making people money, which I don't know if people sold that shit, they want to get money for that. To me, he about to cost them money, so that's all the way fucked up. He got them donate to him, and he not even really down for the cause, even really helping them to really come up.
His mom
say he would have told them the motherfuckers to sell it $70 and they was donating to his super chat. I mean, I find no problem with that, because he led y'all somewhere y'all might not even knew about and told y'all to get out. So he basically helped y'all execute a play that could have made you a lot of money, and whatever you felt it was worth to you, you gave to him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess, but that's okay with everything else, but that doesn't. If you want to be true to the cause, that doesn't speak to the cause. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do that for other shit, like, you guys aren't about the stock, so it's different, right? Like, and like, I don't mind the fucking people giving money to people on Cash Apps and shit like that to do YouTube. I mean, it costs money for production, it costs money for this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the well-produced YouTube shows, like, and they sell merch and all that stuff. But this was supposed to be an anti-corporate stance, and it's become very corporate with these type of actors in it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where I have a problem with it too. Is like, if you're really down for the cause, you shouldn't be asking anybody else for money. You should be, if you're really down for the cause, you should be making sure people are taking care of themselves. And if they're investing in the stock, you know, and if you want to invest in the stock, invest in the stock. Don't do calls, don't do puts, don't do options. Just buy the stock. That's all there is to it. And that's what I'm saying. They've added all this shit and they've made it a grift. And so super chats to me is just another part of the grift on this. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I like all sorts of programs on YouTube, and I have no problem with them. Like, I like Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore is very anti public anti whatever, you know, but his stuff gets demonetized a lot of times because of what he says. And then he doesn't have any corporate backing. He's just himself doing that. So he has to pay for everything that goes into his show. So I have no problem with him getting money. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've given money to him. And there's all sorts of Twitch streamers, gamers, and stuff like that. I have no problem with it. I think it's great. But I think when it comes to something that's supposed to be a cause and supposed to be for the people, then there shouldn't be extra money involved. And
I get what you're saying with that, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's like church. He's basically saying it's like church. It's almost like the same situation as church.
Yeah,
like
I get what you're saying on that, though. That makes sense.
Yeah, if it's for a good cause, if it's something like this, because we're not part of that shit. We're not part of that shit at all.
If it's gonna do what you, if it's gonna do what these guys say it's gonna do, what the fuck does all that other?
They gonna get rich anyway, so you don't need that extra shit. Basically, you saying them people should be taking that money, putting it in the stock, which will be helping out more so than putting it in their pocket.
Then putting it in fucking Trey's pocket and Matt's pocket and Terrible's pocket.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my problem with that's what's really hurting the cause, because if those people didn't have that to give to you, what do you think they'd be doing with it?
They'd be putting it in a stock.
Yeah.
So,
because obviously it's some loose money, so they could have put it in a stock.
Gabe on Review Dork is okay, but he does the coke and hookers jokes and stuff, which is fine. But
that's
like,
okay,
but like it's fine. But I mean, like it kind of still goes with the whole porn stars thing, right? But at least Gabe doesn't ask for fucking money from anybody. He just does his YouTube shows and that's it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, that's fine. Don't ask for any money. Make a little ad revenue on YouTube to keep yourself going. But super chats, asking for donations, GoFundMes, all this shit attached to it. You go look up a GoFundMe. I had a bunch of pics in my phone from GoFundMes, but there was so many I just decided not to send them to you because there's a ton of GoFundMe. You go to GoFundMe and type in AMC and you'll come up with a lot of results of people looking for, trying to get money together for lawyers, or oh, my dad's sick, or oh, my mom's sick, and it's like, oh,
this whole thing. I said this was a money grab like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't even know all that. You could just tell that's what this whole movement is.
That's why I came on here, because you guys understand it's a grift. Now you guys think that where we have a difference of opinion, you think is the stock itself is a con, where I think it's not necessarily a con, but there are a lot of people playing off of both sides that are doing damage.
But you gotta look at it like this: you got a whole bunch of con people pushing it. And then you also know how hard it is to do what you're trying to accomplish. You know full well how hard it is. So you got con men pushing it. They putting it on TV. So it just all smells like they really trying to beef this up to get as much money as they can because they know they're going to take it. I mean, I'm just looking at it from the street perspective. If you just break it down from that. Because you know what? They call it business in the suits, but they dirtier than street niggas, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
I'm looking at this shit like, okay, on some street shit, I can already see how they would play this shit. Okay, we want y'all to keep on thinking this shit sweet. So we gonna even build like how they pump that shit up. Believe a lot of apes bought when they thought that little fake run up. That got motherfuckers more re-energized to the stock and bought some more. But they know overall, because my whole thing, how I know this shit ain't gonna go, in my opinion, I could be wrong. They keep on doing that naked short selling. And that's basically saying, I'm gonna keep on digging myself in the hole. I know I fucked up, but I'm gonna keep on fucking up. You know that tell me I'm fucking up because I know I ain't gonna have to cover this shit. So I'll give y'all how much of this shit y'all want. Because it's just like, for instance, say you had a plug and y'all done created like a rapport, and he'll give you whatever you want, and then you decide to burn him. I want 100 or whatever you get, and then you ain't gonna take it back. You gonna get the most you can get because you fucking him this trip. You see what I'm saying? That's what they doing with y'all. When you know you about to run it up, I'm gonna take this shit all the way up top because I know I'm not coming back no more. That's what they doing to y'all right here in street time.
You might be right. I mean,
I mean, see, sometimes the street
they would have to
look at some shit and see what it is.
They would have to have some exceptional foresight though for all the shit that's going on to lead into.
But you can ad lib during the game. That's what this shit is. Okay, y'all might have caught them at the beginning, and then they said, you know what? Damn, they caught us. All right, bet. Look, this is what we about to do now. Because think, if it was really on the up and up, AMC would have been past $100 right now.
And you may be right. And with Adam Aaron too, what I just showed you there, and then the moves he's made since this has all been going on. Like, what has he done that's revolutionary besides like the UFC thing, which I said is only a Band-Aid. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
We've already talked about. There's only so many. There's only a handful of those fights that will sell like that.
Mm-hmm.
He just happened to get Conor McGregor was fighting. That's all that happened there. You know, and who knows how Conor's next fight's gonna go since that last one went like shit. You know?
And then think, what's the chance of this whole thing being shut down from this damn Delta variant?
Yeah,
that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. And then it's like y'all fighting a possible another shutdown. Y'all fighting some dirty motherfuckers who don't want to let go of that money. It's like too much shit that y'all got to go against. I mean, but it's high risk, high reward. But that reward, it's gonna be hard as fuck to get to that high reward.
No, but there's not no chance that this doesn't happen. You understand?
No, it's never no. It's never 100% either way. You know what I'm saying? You can't say 100%. I'll put my life in on squeeze. I would never do no shit like that.
Oh yeah,
I could be a dead motherfucker. But I say in my opinion, it's 75% it ain't gonna happen. What about you, Marco?
I agree with that. But I'll take those odds right now where I'm sitting at, though. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm still up. You know,
there it is.
Do you think? I kind of believe that the hedge funds set this whole thing up from the word go. I got the echo too. Yeah, I think they set that. I think they set this whole shit up from the word go. I think they sat there and said, you know what, we're gonna play a different kind of game on the retail investor for this because for one. Let's say, for instance, the retail investors actually get their money out of AMC. And let's say it goes up to $400 and let's say everybody sells. The hedge funds are going to be like, they're going to be like, we got to nip this in the bud right now. Because if they squeeze here, what's to stop them from trying again and trying again? And trying again and trying again. They said, you know what, we gotta stop this right now. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a pump fake. We're gonna do a pump fake on the retail investors and make them think that AMC is the next one to blow. So we're gonna give them a taste. We're gonna let them go all the way up to $70. And when it goes up to $70, we're gonna short the shit out of this motherfucker from $70 fucking dollars. We'll let them think that we bought in at $10. We probably did short that motherfucker from $10 all the way down. But they said, but you know what? We're gonna take the rest of our money and then we're gonna get some more money from the banks and we're gonna get the government to cover the rest and we're gonna short this motherfucker all the way down to nothing. All the way down to nothing. At the same time, we get paid, and at the same time, the retail investor goes away. Okay, that's what I kind of think is going on right here. This is a total pump fake.
This is why I kind of think by circumstance is why we caught the hedge funds with their pants down a little bit, is because they shorted the shit out of this when it was pandemic was going on, right? Like this wasn't the beginning of the shorting. It's been shorted, and so they probably thought we're going to keep shorting this and bankrupt it before it opens back up. Not knowing, because nobody really knew when we were going to open back up when it started. We thought we were in this for the long fucking haul. You know what I'm saying? Like they were talking about 2 or 3 years of shutting this shit down. But then what happened? We opened back up. Well, people caught on with the GameStop thing and saw the AMC thing, and with things opening back up, like GameStop is never going to GameStop was already declining as well in business, but the renaissance for them is not the same as it is for AMC, because when everything opened back up, not the first thing everybody didn't do was go to a GameStop. You understand? Like they're still playing games at home. There's other ways to get games. You understand? People go to Walmart. There's all sorts. You can order them online, and you can get them cheaper than you can get at GameStop most of the time, especially used. So the thing with AMC, what makes me think the hedge funds didn't have the foresight for this, is that when we open back up, there was going to be a renaissance period of people going to the movies because people missed going out. You understand what I'm saying? So there was going to be some more business than they had when they shut down for a little period of time at least. And that only might last a year or two. You know what I'm saying? Then people go right back to going to streaming and shit like that. Yeah. But to me, that's why I think the hedges got caught with their pants down, is because they opened up before they were done shorting this. This would have been if the shutdown would have lasted like 6 months longer, probably AMC would be bankrupt by now.
So if that's the case, if we have that shutdown again,
And that's I said it's game over. It's game over. And all they have to do is shut down for like a week to a month. But while they're shut down, sit there and say this could go on through the summer to the next summer. And I don't think with all the grifting going on top of this that people will be willing to hold up AMC for a full year, because a lot of people that say how much they love the full movie theater and love the company are full of shit in the end.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like it's this was about money, and this was about attacking the big guys, hitting them where it hurts. This was what this is about. You understand? So
you don't think this is a distraction though? Like with all the
I think all the other shit is a distraction.
I'm talking about as far as like, could it be that they say, hey, in order to get money out of the retail investors so they don't reinvest in the AMC, okay, what if we add all these different things like the Ape Fest and the Ape Coms and selling merchandise?
Yeah,
and doing all those different things. Could that be a distraction to, you know, not deter, but to put them in a situation where they don't have any more money to invest in?
Well,
AMC, because they're giving it to everything. They're trying to get them to give it to everything in the world, everybody in the world.
That's really fallen into like conspiracy theories, like they plan this ahead. I think what this is that people see a movement and they attach themselves to it, and so they can make money off the movement and not be about the movement. You understand what I'm saying? Now, maybe some hedge funds are involved in it, but I don't think Trey and Matt and Tara are paid by hedge funds. I think they see an opportunity and take it, because there's bad, you know, as much as corporations are bad, there's plenty of bad single individuals that do shitty things every day. And this is not, you know what I'm saying? Like Trey and Matt and these guys are bad individuals who are just taking advantage of a situation. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I understand like the whole conspiracy theory behind the, and what, trust me, watching that Wall Street thing, you know, but I think they're more into the media, like the Jim Cramer trash in the stock.
Because you know, gotta think about this. Out of all the big YouTubers doing this shit, how did they get picked?
Well, they got, I mean, I think Trey had been doing some shows before AMC. Like he was already kind of established a little bit.
How did he get a media presence?
Well, I mean,
such a young age.
Look, how did I find out about him? How did you find out about him? You know, like anybody, the audience grows. And like I said, they're probably putting money. So Trey had been doing this for a while. He'd been investing. Matt's been investing for a while. They had a little bit of money. What they probably did is what I told you guys to do the other day, is they probably put in the money to advertise themselves and their videos up so they got more views. And then you grow an audience and people start sharing it and it grows.
But I'm saying it's other big YouTubers other than Trey and Matt pushing this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Trey and Matt are the big, but there was nobody really big on stocks on AMC before this happened. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't a bunch of people on YouTube looking up stock advice before the GameStop thing happened. You know? So if you were already making stock shows that you weren't getting many views on, you were probably getting like a couple thousand views. Matt and Trey, I think they've been at this for a while. Like some of these YouTubers have been doing this type of thing for a while. They didn't just start with the AMC thing.
Yeah, I've seen people doing stock shit on YouTube before.
Yeah. But how many people were searching that shit out before the GameStop thing happened?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like they already had established themselves in a certain way. Now when this grows bigger and they become more famous, they're worried about their own business. You understand what I'm saying? So every day, that's why you don't see them really talking about other stocks. They only talk about AMC all day, every day. You know, there's other plays in the market too. Like you guys say all the time, there's other plays in the market. If you're really a stock expert, you should be putting some of those other plays out there, but you don't. You say you're all in on AMC, and then you show your position.
If they're not getting paid by nobody to do that, why are they so heavy pushing it? Why wouldn't they be pushing other shit? Because
it's part of the grift. They can't sit there and not push it now.
No, but look, okay, you saying basically the grift is getting the donations, this rat. The people gonna donate to them no matter what at this point. So if they did want to direct them to other stocks, they could do that also. So my point is, they telling you to go all in on AMC because he got the direct line to Adam Aaron. He got the direct line to Fox News. You don't think he got the direct line to the hedge funds and some other motherfuckers that we don't know he got the direct line to?
Oh, probably. But I mean, look, the
You don't think? Okay, tell me this. You don't think they would pay for influence?
Yeah,
That's what they use rappers for, right?
Yeah.
When they say Nipsey Hussle, wear these Pumas, we're going to pay you. Snoop, endorse this Cadillac, we're going to pay you. Trey, endorse this stock, we're going to pay you.
You could be right. You could be right, but
I could be wrong too. But
I'm just saying. But I just look at it as like that's some deep conspiracy shit. That like,
I mean,
no,
but not really that deep to me.
It ain't that deep.
Because you'd have to know like who these random kids on YouTube are to begin with.
For one, okay, you don't think they look on YouTube like we look? Okay, Trey, he got a lot of influence. Okay, we gonna get get in touch with somebody as simple as an email. Boom. Yeah. Okay, Trey, this, that, and other. And then think, how do he just got the access to all these different motherfuckers that don't nobody else got the access to? He's a big YouTuber, true, but there's other big YouTubers. How come Masked Investor can't get on Charles?
They banned his motherfucking ass.
Yeah, they banned him. Yeah, they banned him for some whatever. You know, I mean, you have points. You know, like I'm going with the more common sense approach of like things. These kids were doing this. It got too big. The money got to them. Money changes people. That makes more sense to me in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I like to think that.
And then, like you said, it's more plays. I believe Trey is knowledgeable about stocks to know more about AMC, so he could draw you. Okay, get some AMC, get some of this, get some of that. We trade more than one thing. You can push whatever you want to push once you got the crowd. Right?
AMC is what made him though. AMC, this whole AMC.
Not really. If the story is true that you said about him going from $8,000 to $1 million, that had to happen before the AMC thing, right?
No,
they
that was during the AMC.
The
AMC is what got him there. Okay.
Yep. Okay. AMC is what made him. He don't want to leave AMC because that's the thing that made him.
That's his bread and butter, yeah. But I mean, so I mean, you guys could be right, but I'm just like I said, I'm just going with what I kind of see on it. And I mean, both. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying this is my theory on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just these are young kids who were influenced by money and being popular for the first time. It makes, if you look psychologically at it, you can like see that. I've seen them. I mean. This girl pointed me out to Trey's videos back in February, right? Mm-hmm. And I watched a couple then, and I've kind of watched some here and there and seen him grow. And this is why I'm against him now, is because the more he's grown, the more self-absorbed and corrupt he's become. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you get dude, people get a big head. When you tell them they're right all the time, then they can't feel like they're ever wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we see this with celebrities all the time. Celebrities get spoiled treatment all the time. You're right. They have their cult following. They drown out the people. They block. You can really avoid criticism because as soon as somebody criticizes you on Twitter or social media, you can block them and never hear from them again.
Yeah, that's true.
So you just create this tunnel vision of like, these are the people that are loyal to me. So you don't even have to be like, I understand blocking, like people calling you names and doing dirty shit like that. But if you have like a valid criticism with somebody, they'll still treat you the same. Like you're one of those people just calling them names and shit. Mm-hmm. You understand? So, I mean, that just the way I see the world works and society works, that's kind of how I see how these kids have just gotten corrupted by their own creations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and maybe the hedge funds are paying them too. Who knows? I don't know about that. I don't want to say that, but
they might not be paying them, but they at least going to lunch with them because they in the same building.
I think AB just want. I think AB the type of cat that just want to see the good in people. Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
No, I mean, like, look, no, I'm very cynical, really. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only cynical to a certain degree. I mean, who knows though? Because our government's done so much shitty things that we never thought they would do. Like
when you start dealing with a whole bunch of money, ain't nothing out of possibility.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you guys are wrong either. This is my opinion on it, and who knows really in the end? Because like I said,
because I'm looking at who picked them to get on TV out of all the motherfuckers pushing this shit. You can have anybody you want to get on Fox, but you just pick these certain motherfuckers, and all of them got some kind of kindness to them when you really look.
Yeah.
But see, the average person probably can't really see that because they know, how they know that they can program people? Politics. They tell people all type of bullshit. So people are known to be programmed. So it's easy to do this. You see what I'm saying? So basically, we're going to put some people in front of your face and say, okay, this one is this one, and this one is that one. And then we ran the stock up. So y'all really believe in us now. I mean, it's simple. Like the shit is so easy. Believe this shit is controlled. I got a real good feeling about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed because like Trey is so calculated. Somebody is telling him to say this shit he's saying. He don't even know how to act good. Cause the thing is, you know, see, if I was a motherfucker looking for somebody to sell something, I don't want you to read a script. I want you to come off the top of the dome and do what you do. It look more official. This motherfucker sitting there seeing like everything he doing is talking. He always laugh at a certain point. Holy Toledo, like everything.
Yeah, he does that cheesy white guy shit. Like I can't stand that either.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
You know, he slips up every once in a while. Like he said, when he was petting the kid, he was like, "Oh, he's licking his nuts." I'm like, that's more in line with the true Trey. You know what I'm saying? That's when I see that, just that little bit. I know it's not a big deal, but it's like, I bet that's a cussing motherfucker who's just like. And he's in the army. Like, you're not usually like very happy-go-lucky person coming from the military unless you're you understand, like fucked in the head. So he probably has some sociopathic tendencies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's probably true. That's why he don't have a problem selling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's why he can completely look. I've sent him messages about trying to help people with the pay. You know, like, hey, are you a grifter or are you actually trying to help people? Because, like, we could do this. Nothing. Radio silence. Says he listens to his falls. I tweet under him all the time. I think he's got me muted because, like, I tweet under him all the time about, hey, we could do this, we could do that. Nothing. Same with Matt. Same with all these guys. And Matt, the only one that responded was Matt's mod. And what did she say? What I showed, you know, the tweets I showed you before she blocked me. She said this is nothing but a stock movement. Well, that's not what we were sold on to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we were sold on to begin with. This is supposed to be more than a stock movement. This is supposed to be about fighting the system. You understand? So that's where I think they're grifters on top of the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
that tells me right there they sold out.
Well, like, you know, you guys are saying about conspiracy theories, but like Black Lives Matter grew organically at first, and then it got corrupted. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. I think what happened with this is AMC kind of grew organically and then got corrupted.
But Black Lives Matter was always skeptical, honestly, because listen, when you're dealing with black organizations, they should not be funded by somebody outside of their race.
Oh, I agree.
Okay, so Black Lives Matter was always compromised, even from the beginning. Black people were not really all the way sold on Black Lives Matter itself. The whole
but they had LeBron James and them pushing it some more motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like in the initial stages of Black Lives, in the initial protest, that wasn't something that was set up by people. That was from the videos being shown of Derek Chauvin killing George Floyd. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, people have had enough of that shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, cops are terrible. And you know, like, they used to have social programs. So, and like all the people getting arrested for drugs that go to jail for 20-something years, but you molest a kid or you murder somebody and you're out in 3. You understand? That's right. The whole, you know what I'm saying? Cops do dirty shit all the time. Politicians do dirty shit all the time. They never go to jail. They never pay a price, except for once in a while they'll throw somebody to the wolves, like Bernie Madoff. That's all Bernie Madoff was. Do you think Bernie Madoff was the only one that should have gone to jail after the stock market crash in 2008? Hell no. Should have been all of them in jail. And
he was a sacrificial lamb.
He was a sacrificial lamb. And all the people that caused that, people that caused that in 2008 are the same ones doing it today. The same fucking people.
So wouldn't that scare you?
That's what scares me.
Yeah, but like I said, I think they got caught with their pants down, and now it's just a battle of attrition, because they're not as united on everything either, because they'll throw somebody to the wolves to get their money. You understand what I'm saying? So these banks that are, and I know what people say, Citadel's the bank, Citadel's the market. Well, they still get money from other people that are going to want their money at some point, and they're going to get tired of this bullshit. So what's going to happen first is the people going to want their money from Citadel. And guess what? Maybe bankrupt the company and absorb all their assets. And they'll throw Ken Griffin to the wolves, and then everybody else will work for the next people up. You understand what I'm saying? They'll go right back and get their fucking jobs again. So
I think they're gonna keep on playing with this price and shaking the apes out. The apes is getting shaky. When you look at Matt's thing,
and that's what they're trying to do.
Say this bitch go to $17. I think half the apes is gone.
Yeah, but think about
I'm gonna think real strong about being gone if it goes down that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
I believe that's where this shit headed this time around.
Well,
Really
we'll
believe
see.
it or not.
You know what I mean? Like it's been a long time, and people have made all sorts of price predictions, and nobody's ever right. Nobody
I think
like
we're really.
when
I
it
think
went up
we're.
$8 the other day. Did anybody say it was going to go up $8 the other day after it
Nope.
being down? And how many days in a row was it down where they said it was up, going to go up the next day or the next week or whatever? And how many days was it up where they were like it's going to go down? And it would do the opposite every time. So it's like who
But
really
see,
knows? All
what
these price
people
points
start
are.
thinking when they saw the $8, they thought they was about to build on that, and this motherfucker going down hurt some people's soul right here. I think
But I
right here
think
they really starting to wear on motherfuckers right here.
well, look, it depends on when you got in. Like with me, it's okay, so we're down right now. Well, there's still a chance this thing can, like you said, there's a 25% chance this could happen,
Yeah.
right? Well, that's still pretty good fucking odds in my book because I've had 0% chance of making this fucking money in my life ever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so this.
And then, like you said, you getting out at cost anyway, so you controlling
Yeah.
your losses. So it really, you
So
don't have
I'm gonna
anything
go-
to lose here.
Yeah,
But
and
see,
like I
look,
said,
how many people is trading like you? Think how a lot of people come here. We got caught at 30. Scotty was caught at 40. Think
Yeah.
you are
And
one.
that's-
Go ahead.
That's why I feel bad for. This is why the YouTube thing hurt because we would have been just fine if we would have moved in silence.
Yeah.
If everybody we didn't have these YouTube videos. Yeah, they could talk about Reddit and Twitter on the news, but they can only do that so much. When you put a voice and a face and a video to it and give it a face, it's easier to attack that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like the YouTube videos. I don't like the grift on top of it. And the only way to fight it is to get back on YouTube with guys like you guys who think this is a whole fucking scam altogether. You know what I mean? Like, and
Motherfuckers
say
don't want to
something.
hear it. They,
Yeah,
they
so,
so
like-
they so programmed to think anything you say about this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a shill. You work for Citadel. All this
Yeah.
crazy shit. So, and what it tells me, that shows me they call it us bots. They're the one that's bots because they all say the same shit. Don't a bot act a
Exactly.
certain kind of way? They're
Yeah.
the fucking bots. That's the crazy.
But like I
fucking
said, there's
thing,
people on
man.
the other there's people on the other side of this. And look, 4 million people is a lot of people involved in this, at least, right? That's what the reports say is like 4 million
Yeah.
people. That's a lot of people. And a
Yeah,
lot of
it
people are heavily tied to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and this is where the grift comes in. It's like there are a lot of people who are putting their whole life savings in this. You understand what I'm saying? Like that with a lot of like Scotty the other night, 24 Scotty, if you're listening,
Exactly.
$24,000 is a lot of fucking money to put online for something that you're not sure is going to happen 100%. And I know all the research and all the blah 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 says 100%, but it's been a 50-50 shot to me since the beginning. And like I said, that's a better shot than zero, so I figured I'd take my chances. You know what I'm saying? So like,
See, how many apes? I've never heard an ape talk like he talked. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, because
That's
they're in the
the
cult,
thing.
man. They have nobody has critical thinking. It's the same way with politics. It's the same way with fucking sports. It's the same way with vaccinating and unvaccinating.
See?
It's you know what I'm saying? Like it's
That's
the
how
same.
they know it's so easy
this-
to line people up like that.
This,
you see what I'm saying?
this is what pisses me off is because it's got to change. I thought this was going to start out differently. You understand? I thought this was going to be the change of something for the better, but yet again, it gets fucking corrupted, and now it's ruined. Now it's tainted it, even if it's successful, right? Now it's tainted because of these people. They put a porn star on TV. This is who we're represented by.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what comes out of this, there is a certain segment of people that are going to be turned away from the stock market, are going to be turned away from the so-called apes because of our representation. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what pisses me off is this was an actual chance to change everything. And I know people can argue that it wasn't, but if they think about it, it really was because like I said, we could still force AMC to pay their employees a living wage and cut that fucking discrepancy down. We should be voting on AMC's CEO's fucking pay, not
Yeah.
getting 3,803 times more than their regular employees who
Yeah.
stuck with them through the fucking pandemic. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm getting fired up about it, but this is what pisses me off about it. You know, it's this type of shit, this type of behavior that needs to change in society overall because we're just going to keep fighting and end up fucking nowhere. And the same thing, the rich people are going to be rich and the poor people are going to be fucking dirt poor. There's going to be no middle class. It's going to be 10% of us surviving well and everybody else fucking living in the streets, living in tents,
Yeah.
you know, suicide rates, all this shit. It's only getting worse.
Yeah.
And the online, the programming they're doing to people, the way they're censoring people, you know, Julian Assange is still in jail. I don't know if you guys know anything about him, but
Who is that?
he's the reporter that leaked out documents with Hillary Clinton's emails. For the wiki, he was the WikiLeaks guy.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
so he's still in jail for speaking the truth. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a guy that speaks the truth and does well, you get so punished for anything you do. But if you're a bad actor, you get, but these companies will
You
go on
get
TV and
thousands
tell
of
you,
followers.
yeah, these companies like Apple and Amazon will go on these fucking moral stances. It's like, who the fuck are you people to go on some fucking moral stances about any goddamn thing in life? Because you're the ones that are doing more damage to the fucking earth, to people every day, to fucking everything than anybody. The wealth disparity, the politics being bought off by these fucking people we're fighting against. And like I'm saying, this is why I thought at least they got caught with their pants down. At least we can hit them where it hurts a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
See, you really got into this shit for the right reason, but it ain't a lot of motherfuckers like you, AB. Believe it or not.
Oh, I know.
It ain't a lot of motherfuckers like
I
you,
feel
man.
like I'm crazy sometimes. You understand? Like I feel maybe I am. Maybe I'm just fucking insane and I don't fucking know it because I look around at the world and it's fucking such a miserable place.
You just want this shit to be fair.
I just want
but these motherfuckers don't play the game fair, man.
I'm sick of people seeing people struggle. I'm sick of people seeing homeless. I'm sick of people being sick.
I don't like seeing that shit either, though.
I'm sick of cops killing black people. I'm sick of cops killing white people. I'm sick of cops killing Asian people. I'm sick of the military bombing people. I'm sick of wars overseas. I'm sick of child trafficking. I'm sick of all this shit. It's a fucking terrible world. And unless we start making changes in how we think and how we act, then it's never going to fucking change. So the only way we're going to get to these people is take some of the money from them. But then people get money and they act the same fucking way the assholes at the fucking top do.
Yeah.
So how do you fix it? It's like, I don't even know. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the only way I can think to even start fighting back against this shit, because you can do all the marches and all the protests you want and they don't fucking care, because the ones paying the price for those are the people working in those areas, not the politicians, not the rich people. It's the people working in the places around those areas that are paying the price. The people that own homes that get burned down, the people that supposedly these causes are supposed to be trying to help. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just insane how lack of common sense is the world when you take a look at it. And I'm sorry to go on like this tangent or whatever, guys.
It's just so easy to program people, man. It just reaffirms that with me, like that everybody going to this same beat. Like, okay, we AMC, we not like Matt Course telling we not leaving. Damn, how you gonna tell somebody
like,
what the fuck they doing with their money?
Who are you, Matt, to say
We're
anything about? You guys sit there and go, we're not the leaders of the cause, but then you go, we're not leaving. Well, it seems like when you're buying calls and puts and all this shit on it, yeah, like, who are you to say anything about anything when you guys are buying calls and puts on that shit? If you really fucking, oh, sorry, I see my stuff on the side too. I didn't see that. But yeah, like, who are you to say about the Apes aren't leaving? Who are you to fucking say anything? Why are anybody going on TV and representing us and speaking for 4 million of us? There's fucking more than there's more than like a handful of people involved in this. You understand what I'm saying? So how did these motherfuckers come up and go, we're not leaders, but we're going to speak for the fucking apes? Because you're not our fucking leaders.
It was all a diabolical scheme. What they did was that we're gonna run this bitch up to $70, make Matt Kors and Trades and Terrible and all them other motherfuckers, make them look like, Greek gods. They did that. They when the stock goes up to $70 fucking dollars, and Trades and Matt Kors is saying that, yeah, buy AMC and hold it, don't sell it, and it goes all the way up to $78. Okay, the majority of people that bought that fucking stock, they're gonna listen to everything that they say to them moving forward. Once it went up to $70 fucking dollars.
Hey, so do me a favor, and I know it's kind of whatever, but that rant I went on, is there any way you can clip that out and send that to me?
Yep, I'll do that.
Because I'm gonna put that shit on. I'm gonna put that shit on Trey's Twitter. And I'm gonna be like, okay, motherfucker, maybe this is the only way you listen to make a YouTube video and tell you exactly how the fucking apes, some of these apes really fucking feel. And if he doesn't watch it, at least some people will fucking watch it out of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, like, and that's the message I want to get. And I don't want to be famous. I don't want YouTube followers. I don't want fucking anything from anybody. I just want things to fucking change.
That's gonna be you fighting a hard battle. I mean, I respect the battle. I respect the battle, and I see you got a good heart for trying to do it. But it's just so many dirty motherfuckers out here, bro.
I know. It's such a fucking terrible world, man. It really is. There's all sorts of dirty motherfuckers everywhere you look. There's, it sucks. Life sucks, man.
I wish you gotta look at it from the perspective that the people that's in the ape community, they're pieces of shit too. Believe it or not.
I mean, that's the problem with grouping everybody together and calling us apes and shit. It's like we're not all. I don't even want to say.
I'm not saying all of you. I'm not saying all of you.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are some piece of shit apes.
Oh yeah,
crew.
no doubt,
Okay.
no doubt. But I
Okay,
mean, that's in
what I'm
every
saying.
crew. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
sure you guys have had friends that have been big pieces of shit in your life, and
Oh,
you just,
for sure.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Most definitely.
I mean, like, how you can't control it unless you start changing the way people think overall. And we actually
See, that's hard
punish.
to do with them.
I know, but I mean, the thing is we all let the pieces of shit slide and joke about it and shit. We need to actually do something about the real pieces of shit in society. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and they actually have to be punished for their bad actions, because these real pieces of shit, especially when they got money, get away with anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they get away with anything. They get away.
Trey already moved like a hedge fund before even having the money of them. So you know he gonna get leveled up. He already for the shit. You see what I'm saying?
You just said yourself that he was that you believe that he's a sociopath. So he had to been a sociopath before he even.
No, you're right.
You're stepped up. I agree with you. He is a sociopath because in order to do the shit that he do, you gotta have that feeling that nothing that you do is wrong. You have to have that feeling. So I believe,
and then he gets on there, and what kills me how weak the whole little thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck can't see this some bullshit? You know what I mean? Like, that's what be
when you run it up to $78. We run it up to $78. Them motherfuckers, it's like Donald Trump. You know, everybody knows Donald Trump crazy, but you know what? He brings money. He's worth money. Okay, and so people will deal with that crazy. Same thing with Kanye West. Everything Kanye West touches turns to fucking gold. And people will deal with his crazy ass ways because why? He brings money. And so with trades, bringing
I know, but that's the dirty thing. That's the dirty thing about us. I mean, that makes my point. The world is dictated by money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all these good ideas, all this helping people is all corrupted by money all the time. So
you
that's
see,
the only
and it's crazy. The dirtiest motherfuckers end up on top. Believe it or not, man. It's like when you got a good heart, you gonna get fucked every trip.
Yeah, and that needs to change in our world. You know, and that's the one thing that would help everybody more is if we actually punish the real bad actors that do the most damage to our fucking society overall, whether it be in your town or nationally or worldwide. These people need to be punished for their crimes, and they're not. They get to walk away scot-free. They get to become fucking presidents. They get to become politicians. They get to become billionaires. They get to fly a big dick up into space. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what they, and then come down and thank all your workers that you've been fucking over and union busting. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this fucking sociopaths, and instead of getting punished, they get praised and they get rewarded. And that needs to change in our society. And if you believe in any religion, then you should be agreeing with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because every religion is supposed to be off helping people, right?
Most definitely. And I believe in everything you said, but the thing I know is way fewer you than the motherfuckers who are here on that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Because this thing, we basically saying, because look, if look at us, we sitting there saying, hey man, there's some bullshit, they fucking y'all. I would have sold the $70 and moved on. This is not a popular message. We're not sitting there promoting, hey, this thing is gonna go to
I know, because everybody's selfish. Everybody's just thinking about themselves and their own money in this now.
And we sitting there saying, hey man, y'all should sell and then try to figure out trading a whole nother play. And then use y'all power to keep on going from play to play to play.
But I don't have any power. I have no organization. I have no people behind me.
But I believe Apes though as a unit, like, so how the way y'all attacked AMC and then pushed it up. Okay, boom, y'all could have pushed it to 70, got out, and then went somewhere else, pushed something else up, maybe $10, maybe not as much this time.
I think some of that is happening with like Clove and stuff too, though. You know what I mean? Like, some
that's what I'm saying. Like moving those type of stocks, if it ain't nothing but $5 and $10, $15 worth of action, you always turn a profit, and the more shares you buy, the bigger the profit is. So you know what I'm saying? Like, how about make a crew where you doing that? Like, that's the type of shit I want to push. Like, I want to be a part of a crew that's doing that.
But in the same token, like, it depends on how much money you're playing with. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a lot of money to invest. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for me to like break.
For that, bro. I got something for that. Okay, say you start off flipping. Like, look, say you could have ran your AMC up to $70. You would have had like 10, 15 bands or whatever. So now you got 15 bands. Say the next stock y'all get into is $10. And say you get you some margin. Hell, you can get you a nice little amount of that shit. Run that shit up $10, $15. Boom. Now the next time you can get more than you got last time. You build up.
Okay.
Shit, that's how motherfuckers get money.
Well, I understand, but like, look, the thing is about if you don't have $25,000 in your account, you can't really day trade, right? You can only do
You don't
certain
got day
trades.
trade, but see what
You
this,
gotta day
it could
trade
be some
that.
little quick swing trades.
But
Say this shit
okay,
might. Look,
but I'm just saying, like, I don't necessarily want to give up my AMC just in case it does pop, right?
no,
So
no,
if
I'm
I
saying,
sell-
no, I'm saying, we
Let-
saying if
let-
the
no, let-
AMC play. Go ahead. I was saying a whole
So-
other scenario that ain't even going on right now. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, if it was started like that, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
But now,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, not right
wait a
now.
minute.
I was
So
saying,
if I
like, say
sell-
if that would have been the plan to begin with, not
Yeah.
what's going on right now. That's what I was saying. But go ahead.
Say if I sell now and then I buy back in. From what I understand of the rules I've learned on the stock is since I don't have $25,000, if you sell and buy back in, you have to hold it for at least 2 more days before you can sell it again.
You ain't got no margin account, right?
You don't have a margin
No,
account.
I have
That's
cash
what it is.
account. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
the
what I'm
thing.
You
saying.
gotta
You can
wait.
sell in and out with a margin account.
Look,
You ain't gotta
I
wait
didn't
for
know
shit.
enough about margin accounts and shit when I got into this, so I just went with
Yeah.
what I had. And like I said, you guys, I told you how I'm playing the stock market. I'm playing straight up. Just if I like a company, I think it has some potential, I'll put money in the stock. I'm not doing options and I'm not going puts. I'm not going calls. Margin can get you in debt, and I can't afford to be in debt. You understand what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
it's easy to sit there and play margin. Well, guess what? I'm already fucking broke, and you can go in the negative on margin, from what I understand, right?
If it go all the
Yeah,
way
but- yeah,
bad
but
like
you-
that,
but-
but I ain't
that's
never.
if you
what
buy
I'm
it,
saying.
you
I
know,
never
I
feel
can't
like this.
take that
I
chance.
didn't have margin account for long, so I've never got to the point where
that's
it
all I
broke
got
me.
is margin.
Yeah,
I've had a margin
But I'm
call.
a
I can't
responsible
remember the last time I had
trader,
a
though.
margin call.
I done took some L's,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then sell that shit off, and then you know what I'm saying, it'd be cool. Like I've never ran into a
It
point
ain't
where
as
it
bad
just
as
took
you
me.
think, bro.
Yeah, it ain't
It
like
ain't as bad as
Yeah,
you think.
I don't
I
have
feel
that
like
much money
I've
involved.
never
and I
had
don't
that
want
type of problem.
until I have enough money to experiment with things. I'm just gonna hold this right now, and
That's
then
what's up.
you know what I'm saying.
Well-
Like until I get enough money to experiment, where I feel comfortable, if I take it now, that I'm not gonna cripple myself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
right now, I've just got what I invested. It's not gonna cripple myself. It doesn't hurt to hold, just in case it does happen, because like you said, there's a 25% chance it does.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell, and the next day it fucking takes off, because you don't know what day it's gonna take off. Nobody
Exactly.
fucking
I
knows.
mean, I feel you on that.
You know,
I'm just
so, like-
saying, like the Ape shit, it came with a whole different attack than this $1,000 shit. I would have just like made it more realistic, where we could have just dipped in and
Yeah,
out.
and that
I mean,
comes-
Apes could have been more effective that way. You would have never bothered the big old hedges and fuck all that trying to clean up Wall Street. No, I'm not trying to do that with my money. Let me get rich first, then I might think about it.
Yeah, then
But not on the way up. You
Yeah.
got to be
can't-
rich
you
to
can't
fight a
afford
war.
to
Ain't that what
clean up.
Tupac said? You got to get your money right before you fight
Get
war.
your money right.
So right now
Yeah.
we gonna have to level up. Then we fight these motherfuckers when all the apes
Yep.
got big bankrolls. Y'all
Yep.
doing this shit ass backwards for real. In
A
my
person
opinion.
like you.
But it is what it is now. I mean, like it is.
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, you're right,
It's
you're
not
right.
gonna-
It done
like,
became
I mean-
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in
Every
it now,
eight-
and like there's no way to change it. But maybe we can change it
Yeah.
after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe we can. That's what my thing was. Is once this is successful, and then we can push for. If people, not me, even just like if people would start for a push in the company, for people to get better wages and stuff like that, I think that would make us look really good. You understand what I'm saying? And then when we go to our next investment, those people better know they better pay their employees well,
But
or
think
take
about
care of
this.
their shit.
No
Or
ape
we're
never
not-
say nothing about the worker. They don't give a fuck
No,
about the worker.
and that's the
So
problem.
that's
Nobody
not about that
cares about
movement.
the worker. I know.
Exactly. So that's
I
not
know.
even. That's never gonna happen
You
because
damn
the
near
ape
gotta
all
lead
about-
that motherfucker. You gotta set your own shit up for that. You know, the apes is
Exactly.
not going. The apes
But it
are
was
not
supposed to
going
be
to
about the
change.
little guy, but they were saying like people like the retail, like the workers who are investing in this. This is what it's supposed to be about, right? So if we're really
Mhm.
about that, and that's where I take
You
it
know what
from.
the
It's like,
sad thing is? A lot of the workers don't give a fuck about nobody else. Believe it or not, even the
No, I
workers that's
know.
invested, they not even
Oh,
pushing for the other
hey,
workers.
look, I worked at Walmart for years, and they fucked me over, and everybody still worked there. It was like, oh well, it just happens, people. You know, they treat me well. And then they down like my ex just went through this. She worked there for 8 fucking years and got fired. And she's like, that was some bullshit. And I'm like, I fucking tried to tell you, this is what this company is. You know what I mean? I was trying to push people to like not fall for the company shit when I was there. And I was even a manager in that bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was just, but I would go in the office and fight with my management for my employees, which they ended up fucking you know, like that's how it started. Is they see I'm a good worker. I bust my ass. I usually move up quick where I'm at. But the problem is when I get up to that point, I fight for the people like me that were working instead of fighting for the company. You understand what I'm saying? So I that's why I end up losing so many jobs a lot of the time. Is because once that bullshit comes to me, I'm like, no. I'm looking out for the people that helped me get to where I was at. You understand what I'm saying? Like the people that, because you work as a team in a lot of this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna fight for those motherfuckers.
See, to fight the battle you want to fight, you got to get up first. You got to get your dough up, and then fight that battle. You got to play the game, bro. As much as it burns you inside.
This is what AMC is about to me though, because if I get paid off of this, you think I'm done? You think this
Hell
is it?
no.
You know what I'm
But
saying? You
see,
think this is it?
but see, you know the thing also that scared the hedge funds, they definitely gonna stop y'all because they scared that just like what you were saying before we went somewhere else, like basically like y'all basically saying we gonna keep on doing this and we gonna start demanding this, demanding that. They can't have that. You see what I'm saying? They gotta stop y'all in their mind. They cannot let y'all
No,
win
I
because
know.
they
I know. It's a lot we're
thinking that's
fighting against.
doomsday for them.
Yeah, that's what we're fighting against. But you know what? The head of the SEC just changed. Who knows what he's really gonna do? Like he could.
He on the payroll too, just like the last one.
payroll.
It could.
Answer me this question. Okay, think about it like this: the new guy for the SEC who just got there. Okay, that's a brand new position for him, right? So he's in a place he's never been before.
He ain't trying to make nobody mad.
He ain't about to
Believe the last dude gave you the rundown. You report to him for this, for that one, for that one. He let him know the playbook. Business
You might be right. I mean, but like we don't know the guy. I don't know much about the guy, but from what I've seen in the news,
who brought him in there?
I have no idea. It's
probably the same people the same people that had him that had the last one.
But I'm sure there's like as many bad faith actors as there are in the world. I'm sure there's a couple of people trying to fight for us somewhere.
Not inside.
Well, even inside the system, like there's people inside the system that actually try to fight, but you don't hear about them too much in the news and shit.
Yeah, they got fired.
Yeah.
They got fired.
Even politicians and stuff. There's so many senators and governors that we have no idea who they are in this country. The only ones we hear about, the ones the news pop up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's I don't even know how many members of Congress there is off the top of my head, but it's in the hundreds.
Okay, let's say it's 500. Out of 500, you probably got 20.
Yeah,
that's about all you gonna have is about 20 of them.
But all it takes is one or two wins from one of those people.
But they all go. But this is what's gonna happen to them. Okay, they're gonna walk in that room with all those other people. With all those other crooked Congress people, and they're gonna say, "I know you got a good heart, and I really like what you're fighting for, but now is not the time for that." They're gonna
try to smear tactics and stuff like that. It's somebody that has to be willing to take the heat of being smeared.
Ain't nobody about to do that.
And that's where it's stuff. Because I don't want to be that dude either. I don't want to be the dude being smeared. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to live that life, man. That's a stressful fucking life, you know. So
no.
But some people are willing to take the heat. Some people are, and usually it's bad guys. But there's a couple good guys that are willing to take the heat.
Not in the motherfucker. All them people done sold out. Every last politician that's in Congress, that's in Washington D.C., they all done sold their booty. All of them. They all.
I like to believe there's at least 25% of us that are decent people. You know, no matter what kind of.
Not in Washington. No, because think about like
you're probably right.
Washington's a big place. 25% of Washington is really small in comparison to 75%. They can drown out the 25%. You'll never hear from them. They'll vote every which way to go against them. You understand what I'm saying? And you'll never hear about somebody unless they fuck up. You understand what I'm saying? Like unless they go against if you're in the group. Like they already know who their outsiders are in Washington and shit, right? Like in the stock world, like these people, you have people that are blackballed from there, but they're still in there. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the pub and everything. But when one of their own turn against them, that's when the smears come. You understand what I'm saying? Like otherwise, you just won't hear from somebody. You just won't hear from so and so senator in North Dakota who's fighting for health care. You won't hear about him ever. You understand what I'm saying? Like because it's a small enough crowd, but it's when one of their own say something that's out of line that they tag.
It's like Donald Trump. Donald Trump said when he was president, he did an interview and he sat there and said that Washington was dirtier than the construction business in New York City. And I'm sitting there thinking, shit, he dealing with the mafia in New York City.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there saying that the motherfuckers in Washington is worse than them.
Look at Jeffrey Epstein. You can just look at Jeffrey Epstein thing. The Jeffrey Epstein thing, right? Like fucking that was Bill Clinton's buddy. He flew on the fucking plane with him 26 times. He might have even hang out with Donald Trump. I don't know who knows who. But this guy was tied in with a fucking child pornography ring all through fucking Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that tells you that gotta have some dirt on your jacket to even fuck with these motherfuckers, even be in the crew. It seems like you can't be no clean motherfuckers getting down with them.
No. No, but I mean, like, there are people that are in Washington who are just not corrupt and not dirty, but you just never
And
hear
they ain't
about them.
got
You never
direct
find them
access
anywhere.
to them dirty motherfuckers while they getting down. Put it like that.
And they ain't got the clout either.
They held off
Yeah.
to the side some damn where.
Yep, they pushed off.
And that's what I'm saying. So, but sometimes they get a win that you never hear about. You know what I mean? Like, we'll hear about this one, but like the SEC guy, I don't know him. I don't want to make any. I have to do some more looking into him. But from what I've seen in reports and stuff, is like he's actually trying to do something to fix the dark pool trading or something at least.
So they say.
Well, they say, you know what I'm saying? But like, you can't report something in the news and have nothing totally come of it. Something at least has to come out. A little, even a little bit though. Look, even a little bit. If this goes up to like $400 or $500 and that's it, that's fine with me at this point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's fine with me at this point. The thousands, but if it starts jumping, like, it's gonna jump. If it jumps, thousands of percent in a day probably, or hundreds of percent at least. You understand? Like, it's not gonna be like this slow climb like it has been. So, but it could bleed dry. You know, like if it drops like 10 or 15% tomorrow or whatever. That doesn't really worry me because usually before a short squeeze, if you look at all the charts, they drop some significantly before they take off. If it drops and then it keeps dropping, that's when I'm worried. You understand what I'm saying? So if it drops to like 32, whatever you guys are saying tomorrow, right? And then it drops, say it drops 15% tomorrow, whatever that adds up to, right? Or 10% or whatever.
10% is like what, like almost pretty much $3.
So say it drops 15% tomorrow. I'm looking at the next day and going, okay, if this doesn't take off and it goes down again, then we're in trouble. Okay, depending on how much it goes down. If it just stays about even or whatever.
So if it went down $4, that would be $28. So if it went from 28 to 25, you starting to get worried.
Well, it's not. What is it at right now? It's like at
32. So if it dropped $4, so it dropped $4, that'd be 28.
It's above 32.
No, it's 36. 37.
Oh, it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys' numbers are all
30. Oh yes, 37. Okay, so if it drops $4,
so if it drops above 10% tomorrow, like it came close today, right? But if it drops, it went down 8.6% today, and I think it came up in the aftermarket. So let me see.
No, it's 30.
So it went down overall about it went down 1.83. It went down 1.83 in the aftermarket. So we went down about 10% today. If we go down about 10% again tomorrow, and
$4, that'll take it to $33, and then
that'll take it to $33.
$4 from there, that's $29.
So
you get scared there?
Well, a little bit. It depends on how much it drops. If it just drops a couple percent tomorrow, not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just normal market movement. We're still in a holding period. We're still in a waiting period. It's the significant drops and rises that I'm looking for. You understand what I'm saying? Because before the squeeze, if you look at the Volkswagen chart, and I think if you look at the DJZ chart, there's a significant drop before it jumps. So, like I said, if it drops significantly, and then it either stays even or goes up a little bit, it's just a hold. If it keeps going down, then you stop getting worried. But when it goes down 2 days or 3 days in a row like that, the jump could be the next day. And that's what holds me off from selling, because you never know when that's going to happen. But there's no telling when that's going to happen.
Yeah, but think about it like this. Did DJAZF have all this manipulation, all this bullshit surrounding them when they squeezed?
Well, of course it did.
When did D-Gas squeeze? We used to watch D-Gas. That must have been when they moved over to the OTC. We went watching D-Gas for years, for real.
Yeah.
That's D-Gas and U-Gas. That's what that is. You know that, right, Marco?
Yeah, but even still, did it have that much? Because this is the most manipulation that I've ever seen.
Well,
one fucking stock.
I mean, I'm sure there was, but we just didn't hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, and there's manipulations on other sides of this to make squeezes happen upon it. You know what I mean? Like, you guys act like it's just everybody shorting everything in the stock market. There's other people that go the other way and try to short squeeze.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens all the time. I mean, short squeezes are kind of rare, but not really, because they don't generate as much. You know, like a stock jumps up.
But this particular short squeeze is very rare, because y'all trying to break the hedge funds or take a lot of their money.
Yeah.
And then another thing, y'all telling the hedge funds, see, the apes could have been more powerful. Y'all too greedy. That's what they think.
See,
No, yeah,
not
I
not
agree.
trying to take shit up way too high. Y'all won't be bothering nobody like that. You see what I'm saying? Then
Well-
you can make your money and everybody can get their money. When you start trying to be disruptive, that's what they gonna have to smack your hand and let y'all know
Well,
that stove hot.
I'm sure that there's all sorts of manipulation, that all sorts of handshake deals that went on in Wall Street that we had no idea about before this all happened. Like, you know, how was I thinking of it? It's so if it was all, you know, when DJAZ happened, it wasn't a lot of retail traders at the time in this, right? It was just the hedge funds and stuff. And I'm sure there's like a gentleman agreement when it comes to these squeezes, even though the roof can go certainly high, that there's kind of like a gentleman agreement. Like, we're only going to push this so much. We might bankrupt you, but don't worry. You're all going to get jobs. You'll get a bailout. You'll get whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of gentleman's agreement that Wall Street has had for years. And that's the way they function for years. So the top guys just keep eating and everybody can eat shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of what's happened. Yeah. And with this, the reason why it's different this time is because they don't have a handshake agreement with this group. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have. So when we learn that something like the roof can go as high as whatever, and this is their rules that they set that we're playing by, then hey, let's pump that motherfucker as high as it can go then, because this is, like that's.
See, you talking about hedge fund versus hedge fund. So two connected,
Yeah.
two made men going against each other.
That's what I'm
Hedge
saying. But
funds
they
is
always
made
have,
men.
yeah.
Y'all not
But
made men.
There's some sort of like, but that's what I'm saying though, is like they don't have control over when we buy and sell.
But,
you know what I'm saying? Like
they'll pull the 52 fake out and start dropping this bitch and won't let it go back up to scare y'all. See, hedge fund versus hedge fund, they cool.
Yeah.
Like you said, they shake hands.
Yeah.
And
They'll
go golfing afterwards. Oh, you got me this time.
I'll tell you what I'm scared of really happening is they scare off all these apes, these people that are involved, and a bunch of people sell. And then somebody like BlackRock or Vanguard comes in and just buys up all those shares at fucking once, and they cause a squeeze, and they're the ones that profit from the squeeze.
That possibly could
That's
happen.
a possibility too. You understand what I'm saying? And then JP Morgan could be working out deals, or whoever with Citadel, about them going bankrupt, and then somebody absorbing their assets. Maybe Ken Griffin goes to jail, becomes the Bernie Madoff, and they send him to like, nice country club prison. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the more likely scenario to me, is why they're trying to shake apes out, because I think I think they stand to gain more of this happening, because guess what? When this is over, they can go right back to shorting this company in a couple years, and they'll be right next time.
Yep.
And they'll make more money in the long run. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the way I think of it. This is why I'm like, the only thing that makes this not manipulated on our side is that we have 4 million people involved in this, and we don't have a handshake deal with those motherfuckers. And they say we can pump this as high as we can go. Well, let's test that theory, guys. Let's see how fucking high this can go. Because if that's your rules we're playing by, and you keep changing the rules, well, this rule is set. So unless you change it, and this is where the GGAZF got delisted at $25,000, right? Because it was, and from what I understand, it was because it held that for a long time, for like a couple weeks, or a couple days at least, but at least a couple weeks, I believe, was the last report on it. And it was getting out of hand, and they stopped it. They took it off the market. They shut it down. So really, our roof should be that, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to dream of $100,000. I guarantee I can't see that happen. I don't see them allowing that to happen. I don't care what kind of insurance they have on the side of that. I got caught up in it too at first, until I stepped back and thought about it and go, and I had more evidence, like the DGAZF and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and doing some research on how squeezes kind of worked before. And that's what I see, is that it's not just one side that's fighting this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when Michael Burry and those guys, you saw they were dirty against each other in that movie. It wasn't like they were just dirty to the small people. They were dirty to each other. You understand what I'm saying? But there's always kind of a handshake agreement of just like, okay, we're going to sell this. You know what I mean? We're going to sell at this price. It makes us no better. That's the whole thing at the end of that, right? So they've had the handshake agreement. Now there's a bunch of regular people involved that they can't control when to buy and when to sell, except for manipulation and tactics. And we got them by the nuts this time, because by their rules, and this is where the SEC comes in, are they going to change the rules? And if they changed rules, is it going to be to fucking hurt us? That's what I'm worried about, is they're going to change the rules to fucking hurt us. But with so many people watching, that's going to be really hard to do, unless we get labeled as toxic and grifters, and that's where Trey and them come in. You understand what I'm saying?
And then you also got to think about y'all standing behind a fragile company that's they can be on the verge of bankruptcy with a couple of false moves. Now, say if y'all standing on Ford or Tesla or some shit, I stand a little more solid on this. Any little flip up, this shit, AMC is not a future business, a booming business. So they can just say, we gonna start y'all out to this bitch go bankrupt. They ain't gonna be able to afford to keep on doing business under these conditions.
This is why people put this as a once in a lifetime event. Because like we talked about earlier, they planned on this being out of business before we opened back up, and it didn't go out of business.
True.
So
because y'all stepped in.
Because we stepped in and we opened back up. And we didn't step in until they opened back up, by the way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this just started in like January, February, right? And that's when murmurs of we're going to open back up started happening. So they weren't expecting people to catch on to that. I mean, who would have thought of that until the GameStop thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and really this kind of started right when the GameStop, they didn't have time to react to all this. So they're reacting on the back end. And this is where the grift and all this stuff comes in. You know what I mean? Like in the Jim Cramer bashing the stock and blah, blah, blah. You know, so this was a once in a lifetime event because we caught them with their pants down when they opened back up, because everybody knows that there's a group of people that love going to the movies, or you've been to the movies in the past and things are opening back up. And one of the things I'm sure on a lot of people's checklists, man, I just want to go to the fucking movies. I haven't been able to go for a year and a half or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, or a year or whatever. Or, and it depends on how long they helped, you know, a lot of people didn't go before that was just like, you know, busy life or whatever. And it's like, go to a movie like once a year or whatever. So some people could have been away from the movie theater for 2 or 3 years. And when things open back up, they could have just been like, I want to go to the movie theater. It's nostalgic. It reminds me of the old time before the pandemic. You understand what I'm saying? So there was going to be some sort of renaissance just for a little while. This is not about the long play of AMC. And I hate that people have gotten behind I love the company. Like, it was I love the stock with GameStop. It wasn't I love GameStop, because GameStop had a bad reputation of people ripping people off with their games when they come in used. You know, you buy a new $60, they give you $5 when you go back. So it's not like everybody loved GameStop before this happened. It's not like everybody loved AMC before this happened. You understand what I'm saying? So these people that are saying they love the company, why do you love the company? There's all sorts of movie theaters in the world. I've never heard once that AMC was the fucking greatest movie theater in the world. The whole time I've lived my life, my whole 43 years, I've never had somebody walk up to me and talk about how much they love a fucking AMC in my life. And I've been all over this goddamn country. You understand what I'm saying? So that it's turned into a love. They've turned it into, we love the company. We love Adam Aaron. We love Trey Trades. Now we just love the stock. And we love the stock was a way to punish the stock market. You understand what I'm saying? So like, that's why I think so much has gone into this. I don't think AMC itself, this is why I don't think AMC itself was a con play. I think there's a lot of sense why this will happen in the short term, if we make it happen right. In the long term, they're going to be back in the same position again in a couple of years, because everybody's going to forget about this. Everybody has a short memory. The next new thing will come out. You know what I'm saying? This streaming regular home movies will get better. I guarantee big screens TVs will become a lot cheaper in the next 5 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gone. Look how much they are now compared to they were 5, 10 years ago. So
it's cheap as fuck right now.
So,
really, to be honest,
like, say, dude, I wouldn't be surprised in 5 or 10 years you can get a huge fucking like 72-inch screen for like a couple $100.
Yeah.
You know, so, and you probably can get a surround sound system for a couple $100. You can get a surround sound system for a couple $100 right now. So if you really want the at-home movie experience, all you got to do is fucking pop some popcorn, plop on the couch, and throw on a movie, and you don't have to deal with the crowds, especially now with the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So, but there was going to be that renaissance period, and that's why I think the hedge funds didn't create this. I think they're
so
reacting.
The question is, did that happen now that when we open back up, did everybody run to the theaters?
I think a good portion did. I think this helped in that way for everybody. I don't think it mattered. I mean, okay, let me put it this way. I think there was going to be enough of a renaissance crowd with all the hype and bullshit that would have just been fine with us. I think probably some people probably didn't go to the theater because of this shit.
And then another thing, they saying y'all got to keep on putting money into this. Where that's going to come from?
Well, that's where eventually a big, you know, like if they want the squeeze to happen, like I said, squeezes have happened by what happens is other companies come in and buy a big portions at a time and force a squeeze. We don't have enough money to do that. So it's going to take some company probably come in and force the squeeze.
And
but
what
they'll sell
company's
out.
gonna do that? What
Well,
company's
maybe
gonna do that?
BlackRock, maybe Vanguard. Who knows? Who
They
knows?
can
I
do
mean,
that
they're
right
always-
now if they wanted to.
Yeah. Hell, who knows? Elon Musk is fucking crazy. You'll never know what he'll do. He might be like, you know what, guys? Boom, here it is.
I don't think Elon Musk. He ain't that crazy. He gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna stay my ass up out of this because he don't know where the fuck this motherfucker gonna go.
But hey, look, there's all sorts of billionaires we have no idea who they are, and that might be down for this we don't know about. You understand what I'm saying? No, hey, look, there's a couple decent ones out there, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So like, who knows?
They're gonna get a phone call from somebody up top and say, you better take your money out that motherfucker. This bitch going down.
You would think right now they would have bought it when it went down to $29, $30.
Now.
Like, fuck
Well, I
it,
mean,
it's cheap enough now. Let's do it.
There's people that are blackballed for. There's outcasts from everything that are not going to get those fucking calls. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that just don't give a fuck and do whatever they want to fucking do, and don't matter what other people say.
But they don't want to attach themselves to a crew that had a porn star.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They don't want to attach themselves because it makes them look like flies. It's like going to a party and then you hanging out with some old crazy ass looking people. You ain't getting no hoes if you step in the bar and you with some old crazy looking dude. It's not gonna happen.
And the other thing that could happen though is it could be just like we talked about before. The banks that have lent Citadel money, margin call. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the other thing that could force a squeeze. More money injected will probably force the margin call at some point. But even if we just hold steady and they keep losing money, eventually, unless something crazy happens, the banks are going to want they're not going to let this go on for a full year and a half.
But think about it like this: the stock is going down. Do you really think the bank is pressuring them to force that money? Because at this point right now, they sit there saying,
out of control no more.
The hedge funds is winning right now. Y'all not winning right now. If this is the third, y'all in the third quarter right now, and the game is 35-21 right now.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I think it's more like 35-28 maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
35-21.
No, I mean, like, it's not like but they've taken way more. I mean, like, the thing about it is, right, like, what have I really lost in money since I put in this? I haven't. Right?
You up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I haven't lost the money. And
you got a touchdown and 130 yards receiving. That's what you got.
But see, that's you. But think how many motherfuckers got caught up buying in the FOMO. Think about that.
No. But there's a lot of that, I'm sure. But there's just as many people, I'm sure, out there that just have been holding. You know what I'm saying? And they're just going to hold. They've been up. They're not. You know, they're not losing money. It's, hey, you don't know how this is going to play out. You don't know how this is going to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
the people who got in at a price like y'all can afford to sit and wait and see what's up. If that's how y'all want to do this.
On the other end of that, the hedge funds are losing billions every day by doing this. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're saying, at least in the news.
If it was costing them too much, where it was too much to afford, they would have been tapped out.
Yeah.
Well, they got a lot of fucking money, guys. I mean, like, 44 billion sounds like a lot of money, but if they got $3 trillion, that's still not as, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and they got the direct plug to the treasury, from my understanding.
Yeah. So and they got the banks got what? Hey, when the pandemic hit last year. When the pandemic hit last year, they gave the banks $1 trillion a day. So
what's that tell you? I should tell you something right there. They ain't covering no time soon.
Yeah. So you might be right, but sooner or later, the gravy train's got to stop for them, at least for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always cut it off for like a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just to put people better. Because look, things got out of control. Like, the government wants certain things to stay in control at least. And when the stock market gets out of control, they're going to come in and regulate. You understand what I'm saying? A little bit at least. Because they feel like because you know why they feel like it's getting out of control? Because people like me are in the stock market now. You understand what I'm saying? So they're going to come and try to change the rules and tamper that down. But just to punish these guys a little bit, they'll make them feel a bit in their pocketbook, but they'll tell you, don't worry, we got you later. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I think in some form or fashion, this has to happen at some point now. Because if they do this and bankrupt it or whatever, look, there's enough. They don't. Everybody's mad enough with the government already. This might be the thing that pushes people really over the edge. You understand what I'm saying? Because when it comes to money, people suddenly fucking unite. So there's a lot of people in all these different movements that are invested in this too. And they might put down their differences for a second and say, hey, these motherfuckers took our money. Let's do something about that. Because it's not just tax money.
I believe that. I know y'all coming down on that.
So that's why I think this has to form. No, and like I'm not one of those people that's going to go out and fucking the streets and whatever. Like I'm just not that type. But there are people that will do that.
Yeah.
Them apes crazy as fuck. I know some
Yeah,
of
that
them
shit
motherfuckers
going
No,
down
down.
for
that's what I'm
that.
saying. So like they already have enough going against them. Like they don't want the thing that's going to push people over the fucking edge. And this would do it because it's not just like people don't realize their tax money is being taken because you never see it. This is money that people have seen and felt that they're putting into this. You understand what I'm saying? And taking that money is different than taking tax money that you never see or feel.
You know what they saying? Better y'all than them.
Hey, look,
That's how they look at it.
Look,
and whatever y'all gonna do it. We'll put the National Guard on y'all motherfucking ass.
Yep.
And that's where. Look, if this doesn't go down right, this will be the worst riots and shit you've ever seen.
They fuck around gonna call martial law, man.
Exactly, and that'll show exactly where our U.S. government stands. This will open up this. Like, look, every day with all the access we have to everything, you see masks fall off people every day. Jimmy Dore says masks fall off people. Like, and I believe that the more you're exposed, the more shitty things you do, eventually people catch up to it, and eventually you get exposed. And so the U.S. government has been exposed lately as bombing other countries, creating coups in other countries, doing insider trade, and doing all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? There's going to be a price. They can't push people so far before there's a price to pay. Now, who that pays that price? Maybe we will, because we're getting closer and closer to a third world country every fucking day, and this might be the thing that sends us over the edge that way too.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, because we're fighting against the law. The American empire is trying to grow every day. We're trying to conquer the world. These billionaires are trying to conquer the world, guys. That's what they're flying to space for. Their money is connected to every country on the planet, just about, in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it's not, then we're bombing them. You know, so it's a lot we're fighting against. You know what I mean? And like, I know this isn't like supposed to be a political movement, but it kind of is when you get down to it, because when it comes down to people's money, they might put aside their differences for a minute and say enough of this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Enough of this bullshit, and at least fight. You know, or force them to give us something. Give us something. Make our lives a little bit better, you fuckers who've been making our lives worse for all these fucking years, for decades. You know what I'm saying? It's our fucking turn. We've paid a price. What's that?
It's gonna be interesting to see this shit.
Yeah,
I tell you that.
Dude. It's a scary time and it's a crazy time, but it can be sometimes things get worse before the better, and I think the world's gotten way worse in the last 5 to 10 years, especially. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and you guys, I mean, you've been around, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, and most now, definitely. Corruption gets exposed every day. People are getting tired of it, man. People are getting fucking tired of it, because we're the ones paying the price. They take our tax money and do whatever they fucking want with it and never give back they took away all the social programs. You understand what I'm saying? Look how much it is to go to a fucking hospital. Other countries don't have this shit. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you go to another country, like, you don't get bankrupt. Most other countries, I should say, you don't get bankrupted for going to the hospital. Your bills are like $200 tops. Mm-hmm. But here, it's fucking thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars if you end up in a hospital.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. This is why this is more to me than just about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is about, we have to, and that's why I was so fired up about that. I'm so tired of the grift and stuff, because it ruins everything that tries to do something good. Somebody attaches themselves to something good and fucking brings its name down and sullies it and makes it easy. Like I said, there's bad actors and there's people already going to fight against us, but don't give them a chance to smear us. The more ammo you give them, the better we are. We're better being a faceless fucking movement. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Yeah, it would have been, but now the cat out the bag shit. We already know what's up.
I know, and now it's fucking ruined. You know what I'm saying? Now it's fucking ruined. And that's what just makes me depressed more than anything, is like, I thought maybe for once something would go the right way. You know what I mean? Like, just go in a good fashion. People, there's all sorts of people suffering all over the world. And I'm tired, and I see it all the time. You see it on social media all the time. You see it on the news all the time. I see it every day where I'm living at. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's all over the fucking place, and we have to start changing the way we do things. I really feel that, like, overall as people. Because if we're not, like, I know there's plenty of people trying to help people in the world and stuff, but, like, if we really, really want to help people, you got to stand up and fight for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the only thing. We gotta stand up to these politicians. We got to stand up to the elite. We got to stand up to these billionaires and be like, enough's enough. You guys have made enough fucking money. You don't need any more money. We need some this time. And we bust our ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked multiple fucking jobs all over the place. I worked 48 hours straight. I worked 72 hours straight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got coked up when I was in Maine, and because this is what you used to do. I used to clean the paper mills in Maine for a company, right? Well, you can only do it during a shutdown, so you only got so much time to do it. And there's only so many people, so they hire you on, and you got to work. And sometimes you got to be there for like 72 hours. So some guys will bring some cocaine, and you just stay up all that time, and you just keep working. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind, and you know, but what else was I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? I needed the money. I needed a job. You know, I worked at Walmart. I hurt my back for them. I slipped a disc. I went to their doctor. They told me I needed to do more core exercises. That was a problem. Come to find out years later, I slipped a disc in my back. You know, I've had problems with that ever since. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time. I've worked overnights. I've worked second shifts. I've waited tables. I've done all this shit. It's all shitty. They all pay you shit. And like, it's hard. It's easy for people to say there and go get an education. Well, guess what? An education is expensive too, motherfucker. And you have to have some stability to be able to afford a place to live for more than a couple months at a time, and be able to make time to go to school while you're working these 2 or 3 jobs to pay. Like, it's not easy. It's not, you know, like, it's not easy. You have to already have, you either have to be extremely lucky, or you already have to have money on your belt to even have a chance to get ahead in this world. You know what I'm saying? So it's and I'm not the only one, I'm sure, that's in this position. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that can hold on, but like, they're not living great either. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's time that our taxes and our tax dollars and our money starts going towards better causes, and stop these grifters and these charities. Like, everybody says give the charity. Why do you give it to a charity? Because the charity, the money doesn't end up where it's supposed to 90% of the fucking time. You know? So we need to start calling out these bad actors, all these kind of people, all these grifters, and it's only getting worse and worse and worse. And when I see it attached to this, it makes me fucking sick. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get all preachy on you guys.
You're going to find a new crew, man, because the Apes ain't it, man.
I know, I know, I know.
Find a new
hey,
crew.
you guys seem like good people, so you know, you guys seem like good people.
Apes, they don't believe in what you believe in, bro.
I know.
Every man for
I'm sure
himself over there.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's some good people in there. I'm pretty sure, but
yeah,
you want to
but they're never gonna be on TV, and and nobody's ever gonna listen to them either. So they're gonna be in the same boat as you. So you got to find a new crew, man.
I know, but where else am I supposed to go? There's no crew out there like that, really.
Well, you gotta wait your time. You gotta be like in the stock market and be patient, like you.
No, that's what I'm trying to do, guys. You know, so like, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to go on rants and stuff. It's you guys' stuff here, but just cool, like this means a lot to me in that way. But obviously, I'm living in a dreamland. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm just hoping for a change. And there's,
you standing for the right thing with the wrong people.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did what I said, I believe that it would force some sort of change. But nobody's willing to do that.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
but you have to get everybody in the Apes saying, feeling the same way you feel. Or Trey pushing it, and Matt, everybody them pushing it.
Yeah,
they don't believe
and they're not
that.
gonna, because they don't care about that. They care about their money, just like everybody else cares about their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's. If we're supposed to be fighting for the little guys, this should be about more than just the stock, like people say it is.
Y'all can get y'all money and make a change at the same time.
Exactly.
But they just want to get the money, fuck everything else.
Yeah, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is the only chance we're going to have to really make a change. Because
but the thing is, as soon as y'all leave the company, it's going to be business as usual anyway. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. It's
whatever change you would make would only be temporary.
Well, that's what I would keep the momentum up, hopefully, or we would keep the momentum up and keep doing this over and over and over again. But after this, I feel like this is just gonna be a once in a lifetime event, and that's it.
But then they're gonna say the Apes would be here for 6 months to a year, and then we'll be right back to business. So you would only be changing the company for as long as you're there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that you could start doing with other companies. You could start investing. You know, the money we make from this, we can invest in companies, and start. You know, the stockholders a lot of times determine who the board members are. So a lot of the people like me who are never invested in Wall Street or whatever like that, we don't have ties to these people. But when we get money, guess what? We might. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if we want to actually have a change, and some of us, you know, behind the scenes, you'll do more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, behind the scenes, you'll do more than you will being on TV and talking about it, because people are sick of talk and want to see results. You know, so we
The
could
apes are gonna
jump.
have to buy companies, man. Y'all gonna have to
Yeah,
buy.
that's what I'm talking about. Is like after this, it should be okay. Next, we're investing in this, and next, we're investing in this because this does this, or this does that, or we believe in this, and then our money can kind of dictate, at least start to grow in that fashion. And maybe if we start controlling some more of the money flow, we get more say in how things go. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
and
y'all owning 80% of the stock. Y'all should be
I
determining
know,
everything that's going on at AMC right now. Adam
yeah.
Aaron really shouldn't even be the CEO at this point. If y'all was really,
Well, now
if y'all really
he's CEO and chairman of the board, so that usually signs a signal for either selling or bankruptcy in the future. You know what I mean? So
I wonder,
everybody
does that
congratulate him
protect
for
him
it,
from
though.
shareholders? Does that protect him?
Yeah.
Does that protect him from shareholders? Like, you know, saying that they want to do a hostile takeover and they want Adam Aaron gone, and
Could
they
be,
have to and they actually have to do it because
could
they
be,
own 80% of the stock,
could
and
be.
maybe they moved him to chairman of the board.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, who
Because that makes
knows?
him a shareholder too, right? Because he's a
Yeah,
shareholder at
yeah, he's
that
a
point, right?
shareholder already. Yeah, so, and like,
So
why did he like? I feel like he shouldn't be my movie theaters without talking to the stockholders first about it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
He's
like,
spending money without your
yeah,
authorization.
why are you, and giving free popcorn, and like everybody, the thing was everybody cheered the free popcorn thing. I'm like, dude, that's fucking money. That's how they make their fucking profit.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Like they make their profit off the concessions that they're giving away for free.
all
If we
over the
want this
country,
company to
right?
if we want this company to succeed, we shouldn't have them giving away shit for free.
Yeah, I
We
don't
should have
know.
them, you know what I'm saying? Like they would pay I guarantee they could give their employees a significant raise and probably spend less money and help the company more than if they go out and buy a bunch of theaters that are just they're gonna hire more shitty jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like if they reinvested in themselves and did some remodel, like instead of being lazy with a chance to wrap a thing and took the money and ripped out the seats and made it like a club MC. That to me at least says you're trying to do something with the money as opposed to just buying a bunch of movie theaters that already exist that are in the same fucking position you're in, and that's the reason why they're selling to you in the first fucking place. You know what I mean? Like, so that's where I get mad about the Adam Aaron stuff. And then he gave himself a huge raise during the pandemic, during the shutdown. You know what I'm saying? So like, how are we cheering this guy on when he's trying to bankrupt the company? They probably want bankruptcy to get out of this. All they're in so much debt. You know what I mean? Like they know this is only a short-term movement. So you're right. They're probably playing the side of like, hey, let's keep this up and blah blah blah. But like I said, now it's getting to the point that I feel like something has to happen, one way or the other. You understand? And it's just waiting. It's a battle of attrition. Is see what's going to happen. You know. So
I don't know, man.
yeah, I mean,
It's a lot of moving parts with this stock, man. It's just a
yeah.
lot of moving parts, and I just don't know if they're gonna do all the necessary things to make this thing a go for you guys, to where that motherfucking stock just runs all up. I just personally
Well,
think that
I feel like it's going to run up to a couple $100 at least at some point. That'll satisfy a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like,
but they ain't gonna
satisfy.
sell. Think
We'll
about it.
see.
A lot of
See.
motherfuckers. You probably gonna sell. I think you might sell, but how
Well, it
many?
depends. It depends on how it just. Like I said, if it jets up. Okay, so say it jets up to $100 or whatever, and then peters out and starts going back down or whatever like that. I'll hold probably because it's so much higher than what I put in at, right? But then it tells me that that's not the squeeze because we're going to see it jump more than $100 or $150 when it jumps. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to really take off if it takes off because that's the way every short squeeze has worked ever. There's going to be a huge jump at first, you know. So we'll see. And
even if y'all do get up that high, a lot of people gonna be up. Just think about it. Everybody is feeling real down right now. Okay, the whole Twitter world and everybody all the whole Ape Nation right now, they're a little down right now. So just imagine that bitch go up to $200. Let's say it pops to $200.
yeah,
Everybody's gonna be so excited, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, finally, the squeeze is here." But I'm not selling. I'm holding. I'm not selling shit. We ain't leaving. So nobody's gonna sell. So therefore, you're not gonna. How are you gonna make any money if you never sell?
No. Look. if it goes, so this is what I think a lot of people do, and I'm thinking about doing it. So say it goes up $200, right? And then the next day it drops down to like 180. Then I'll sell because it's going to be on a downward trend, and I'll buy back in when it's cheaper. Which I know is not supposed to, you're not supposed to do or whatever, but at this point, I just want to at least get my investment back and some money out of this. So if I might not buy in back as much as I did before, though. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I'm not gonna, or I'll just put the same amount of money that I had into it before it squeezed off like that, and then take the profit. You understand? So, I mean, it depends on how it goes. Until it happens, I don't really know. I can sit here and think about the game plan, but until shit goes down, you don't really know what you're gonna do. So I'm thinking, but like I said, it's
4 million people that ain't gonna be thinking like you thinking, bro. I think a lot of them.
Oh no, everybody's gonna be thinking differently. That's the problem with this thing, is everybody thinks differently.
Yeah,
there's so many people involved.
That's why the Ape Nation is not a real crew.
But this is the reason why I don't think, like, this is why I think it's a pretty safe bet no matter what, because of the amount of people involved, the drops are not going to be as fast as normal. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to be, there's a cushion for the drops now no matter what. Because you're right, a certain portion of people are going to hold or sell and buy back in. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to keep it afloat to a certain level where I'm still going to be up quite a bit. It's almost impossible, especially with so many different people involved, to have huge sell-offs unless there's a shutdown or it goes bankrupt. You understand what I'm saying? Everything else is just going to be cushioned falls because there's so many people already invested in it. That's the thing where, it might take a whale to come and push it, but we have cushions right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because there is a lot of money on our side involved still, enough to keep it. I mean, we own 70% of the company. That's a lot of money still, and even if only like 2/3 of them are in this for the, going to hold to whatever, or 1/3 or whatever, it still gives us a cushion of people that are going to hold no matter what. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not, if it was an institution in it, that was just, this is like GameStop, where it's 75% institution owns it or something like that, right? That drop off is going to be quick because the institution will just sell in bulk and get rid of it at a certain point. Where the apes there'll be certain segments that'll sell in groups, but there's not one cohesive group that's going to be able to sell off at the same time.
Nope. Yeah.
And so that's why I feel comfortable holding, because it gives me some time at least to like adjust to what's going on if this happens, when it goes up, whenever. That's why I feel like it's a safer play, because if you know that going in, you know what I mean, I want to maximize the amount of money I get out of this in the end. But it doesn't mean I'm greedy. It doesn't mean I have to end up at the top. What I'm satisfied with, other people might not be satisfied with. You know what I mean? But like, if this goes up a couple $100, I get more money. Great. If this goes up a couple $1,000, that's great. If it goes up 10,000, 50,000, whatever, I'll hold till it starts coming back down, because when it starts coming back down, it's not going to come down all at once. You understand?
That's possible.
So that's why I feel like it's a safe play, because I've already made a bunch of money on it. Even though I haven't cashed out, I'm up pretty significantly still from where I started at. And for me to lose money at this point, I'd have to be fucking a moron. Like, I'd have to be stupid just to like hold this till it goes down to $9, or I'd kick myself in the ass. And I might buy back in later at a lower price, just a little bit, just like $1,000 or something, just to see what happens again. You know what I mean? But $1,000 that I'll have extra that I gain from this, it's just play money with.
There it is.
So like, but like I said, until shit start happening, who knows? I'm like, I have my thoughts about all the different scenarios that could play out, but I feel like we have a cushion, because it's not institutions that own it that won't pull out all at once. So
that's why they ring the bell every morning. That's how we go find the truth out. I'm sleepy as fuck, y'all.
All right, man. Yeah, sorry for
out. Yeah. We signing out.
You guys take care. All right, you guys take care.
We back at y'all tomorrow.
Yep.